I guess we just go right at 6:30.
Yeah, I guess no pregame.
Center fielder, number 8, Dan Irvine. Pitching for Nashua, number 33, Patrick Harrington. The umpire referees is Matthew Deonte and David Meyer. And introduces you, your Brockton Rox. Leading off, this is second baseman number 14, Eddie Hart. And in second at the 8, number 11, Mitch D'Onofrio. And in third, catcher number 39, Gary Rude. And in fourth, the first baseman number 15, Gabe Diogo. And in fifth, the right fielder number 6, Casey O'Loughlin. And in sixth, the left fielder number 13, Dan Thompson. And in seventh, the third baseman number 18, Andy Colorado. And in eighth, the center fielder number 5, Mike Malkey. And batting ninth, the shortstop number 22, Dexter Smith. Pitching for your Brockton Rox, number 28, Pat Hoffman. Coaches are head coach Casey Barry Ellis, and coach Tom Tracy, Miles Como, Kyle Root, and Chris Nyland. And ladies and gentlemen, I kindly ask you to please draw your attention to the third base line walking out for the pitchers now. And introduce Mr. David Henk, Independent Outreach Director at the VA Boston Healthcare Systems. We'll say a few words and thank you again, David.
All right. Okay, this ain't working. Yeah, you're gonna let South Boston. Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome again to the Brockton Rox tonight. You know, we're helping co-sponsor this year. I am the Outreach Director for VA Boston Healthcare, and my mission is helping By the way, y'all can just sit and relax. We're just going to talk through a couple things first, and then we'll get rolling in for our national anthem, etc. But first of all, I want to recognize some of our warriors here tonight. I got any soldiers in the audience? Any dog faces in here? Army guys, stand up and be shy. No? Oh, all right. Where's the Army? All right, get the Marines up in here. You got one right over there. All right. Where's the Navy at? The Navy? No Navy? All right. There's a sailor. All right, give him a hand. Stand up. All right. And Airman, Air Force. Where's the Air Force? Aim high. Air Force is back. Give him a hand. And a Coast Guard. Any Coast Guard vets here tonight? Raise your hand. Stand up. Be proud. All right. You're recognized. Give me a hand. Hey, folks and veterans, just a reminder tonight, if you've ever stepped into VA healthcare, stepped in that place, best care anywhere, no premiums, no deductibles. You've already paid for this. Come over and start taking advantage of it. We're ready to help you. Well, folks, at this time, I want to thank you for being with us this evening as we prepare to pay a special tribute to our defenders of freedom. From all those across the globe, and to all those who have helped keep us safe here at home to enjoy the blessings of liberty. And that's to our soldiers, our Marines, our sailors, airmen, and Coast Guardmen of America's Armed Forces, and to our law enforcement officers, firefighters, and all our first responders. We say, with heartfelt gratitude, thank you for serving. Give them applause, folks. Give a hand on these great men. Now, at this time, we ask that everyone please rise, and with hands over hearts, join us in silence as we render honors to our nation. And we ask that you kindly remain standing as following the national anthem, we render a salute to our fallen heroes with a rifle salute and a playing of task. So at this time, presenting our national coach tonight is the Honor Guard from the 1st Lieutenant Ryan Phillips, Marine Corps League, Detachment 115, Metro South. They're accompanied by Bugler George Allen, who will also be providing some entertainment later on with 7-inning stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. I do just want to share something with you here as we render honor to our fallen. It was our great Abraham Lincoln who once said,
Welcome to Campanelli Stadium in Brockton, Massachusetts. On this beautiful Tuesday night here as the Brockton Rox are hosting the Nashua Silver Knights. I'm Justin Miller. Alongside with me is Nick Capaccioni. Nick, how you doing tonight?
Doing great, Justin. Great night for baseball. Obviously, great right here, honoring veterans and everyone in the military and everything. It's just a great night to be here at the baseball field.
It's a great time. A lot of stuff going on as usual here at Campanelli Stadium. 4th of July is right around the corner. A good night for some baseball. Nashua is coming into this contest 12-15. They're in 6th place, only 7 teams. But Brockton, they're 16-11 in 1st place, and they had a heck of a performance last night. You were doing the call for the game, and they won 17-6. How'd the game go last night?
I mean, it was close through the first 4 innings. The pitching really struggled, where Nick Sinicola on the mound is usually so reliable for the Rox. Came into the season second in the league in strikeouts, but struggled really to throw strikes. Uncharacteristic, had about 4 or 5 walks through the first 4 innings. The Pittsfield Suns, who were in first place going into the game last night, and the Brockton Rox took it over. The Rox ended up just really getting to their starting pitcher and got to the bullpen and ended up putting up 18 hits and 17 runs. So it was just a all-out explosion as we have gunshots right now. It was fireworks last night.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching some of the games. 17 runs isn't a joke. I mean, you don't expect them to score 17 runs every night. But they're in first place for a reason. Their offense has been clicking this year, especially early in games. They've been doing a lot better than they were to begin the season. And right now they're in first place. Pittsfield Suns are a half game out. They're 15-11. 1 game back. The Bristol Blues are 14-11. 2 games back. North Shore Navigators are 14-13. Along with the Worcester Bravehearts at 14-13. The Nashua Silver Knights, who you'll be seeing tonight, 12-15. They're 4 games out. And in last place, the Westfield Starfires, 8-19. Unfortunately, things not going so well for them, but they're new to the league. It's their first year, so you kind of expected that. But going back to this game, Brockton's in first place, and hopefully they can hold on to first place going into the All-Star break, which is coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and I mean, even if they don't, all these teams are so bunched up that you know it's probably going to change a little bit. 4 games separating the 6th place team, obviously, and the Knights who we see tonight. So you know it's gonna be bunched up. They're all gonna probably switch places, lose some games, win some games, go on some streaks, and at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be those 6 teams in the playoffs. It's all just about seedings from here.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question. The Westfield Starfires obviously have a lot of catching up to do. Don't forget, they're only 4 games behind Nashua, so these games coming up for the Silver Knights are really big starting tonight. But Brockton, the way they've been playing lately, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it could go either way. You never know with baseball. But 2 good pitchers on the mound. Patrick Harrington's on the mound for the Silver Knights from Assumption College from Bedford, New Hampshire. And for the Brockton Rox, it's Matt Swanson, Lehigh College in Hawthorne Woods, Illinois. You've actually seen Matt on the mound before.
Yeah, I saw him come in some relief effort, and he pitched 4 innings of some shutout baseball with 8 strikeouts in 4 innings. He came in and he just shut him down. He was the player of the game after the game, and I interviewed him, and he's a very poised young man, and he comes into the game 2-1 on the season. He ended up getting a starting role, 1.85 ERA with 24 strikeouts. 24 and 1/3 innings pitched, and most importantly, he's 6'5". He's got a sweeping slider.
Biggest pitcher.
Yeah, and that fastball is just, it explodes, and he's great at spotting his pitches. So, I mean, you're in for a treat tonight with him on the mound.
Right, and just to get started, the lineup for the Silver Knights, batting first in left field is Kyle Sandstrom. Batting second at second base, Connor Blandini. Batting third, the first baseman, is Mike LaRocca. Batting fourth, the DH, Dylan Jones. Batting fifth and in right field, Jared Dupere. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Ben Cowles. Batting seventh, the catcher, is Alex Lane. Batting eighth at third base, Luis Atiles. And batting ninth and in center field, Ben Irvine. And here is Matt Swanson from Lehigh, like you were just talking about, having a good season so far. The Silver Knights don't have a bad guy on the mound either tonight. Patrick Harrington, 2-2 with a 3.08 ERA on the season, 21 strikeouts in 23 innings. So he's had a really good year. I expect big things tonight on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, we're in for a pretty good pitcher matchup, but we also, when we did the game last night, we thought we were going to be in for a really good pitcher matchup too, but the Rox, they spoiled that for the Pittsfield Suns last night, whose pitcher coming in, Janot, came into the game with a 3 ERA, just about what Pat Harrington says, so could change against the Rox tonight. It could change against the Nashua Silver Knights. You just never know. But the Rox, if they can use that game as momentum tonight and try to get off to another hot start, which has not been their MO all season. Right. They usually come from behind, but let's see if they can continue that hot start tonight against the Silver Knights.
I mean, it's always crucial to get off to a hot start, whether you're home, whether you're away. And for the pitcher for the Rox, Matt Swanson, it's important. Get a 1-2-3 inning, start this game off on the right note, and see what he can do from there. Hopefully you can get at least 5 good innings out of him and see what the bullpen can do. The bullpen hasn't been too bad lately, but sometimes when the Rox trail early in the games, the bullpen can have a tough time.
Yeah, it seems like they've been pretty consistent. All the games I've seen, Goldstein came in last night and gave great 4 2/3 inning of work, shutout baseball, struck out a few, only walked 2. So he set the tempo, and then they brought in They brought in Mikowitz in the last inning, which they were obviously up 17-6, so it didn't really matter at that point.
As we're just about to get started here at 6:43 on July 2nd, a beautiful night for baseball. Kyle Sandstrom, the left fielder, the lefty from Charleston Southern University and Ferndale, Washington, steps in.
Yeah, and Sandstrom comes in .313 on the year with 1 home run and 14 RBIs.
So first pitch, 6:43, just underway for a fastball, in there for a strike. Good way to start the night off. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, just missing, low and outside for ball 1. So Sandstrom comes in with a .313 average, 1 home run, 14 RBIs. He gets on base a lot also with 14 walks. Don't want to let the leadoff guy get on base. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. He swings, the center fielder's under it. He goes over to his left, and the tough son, the left fielder, calls him off. And there's the first out for the Brockton Rox.
Catch caught by Cam Thompson.
That's how to get a quick and easy out. The sun could be a factor early in this game. Like we said, it's a nice night here, but nice and easy first out. Left fielder Cam Thompson, nice job right there.
Yeah, definitely both teams going to be battling the sun for the first probably 4 or 5 innings, depending how fast this game goes.
As Connor Blandini swings at the first pitch, foul.
Svanson only coming into the game too with the 24 innings he's pitched. He's only had 6 walks, so
good control so far by him. Blandini, Southern New Hampshire University from New Hampshire, as the 0-1 pitch misses inside for a ball.
And not a Bow, New Hampshire. Never heard of it.
Yeah, never heard of Bow, New Hampshire.
Never heard of Bow,
before.
New Hampshire, but Connor Blandini looking to put him on the map a little bit.
See what he can do here with the 1-1 pitch. Just missing inside, according to home plate umpire Matthew Gaytain. On the bases, David Mayer. In this league, there's only 2 umpires in the regular season.
Yeah, so they have a tough job, and they usually are pretty consistent. Blandini, not too much really here in the stat sheet to mention for him, and I don't mean he's not doing good. He just has only had 3 plate appearances on the season, so not sure if it was an injury or came in late from the College World Series and a mixture of both maybe, but he's 1 for 3 on the season.
As he swings at that foul. I mean, you must have trust in him if he's batting second in the lineup, batting .333 like you said. Sometimes some of these colleges, they don't get their players up here till a little later in the season, so the case with some of these players, but let's see what he can do here with 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mike LaRocca waits on deck.
You know, LaRocca went to the same college, SNHU, and he's got 40 plate appearances, so he's been there. So you got to believe maybe it was something with Blandini. Not to speculation, maybe an injury. We'll have to maybe get that information.
Find out from the coach after this game ends. Last pitch was a foul. Here comes the 3-2 pitch once again, and he swings at that, a foul, a rocket. And a nice job making contact with back-to-back fastballs, 4-seam fastballs. That's what he's been throwing so far.
Yeah, so after a quick 3-pitch first out, making Swanson work a little bit here.
He sees the 3-2 one more time. This time he takes it and just outside. Ball 4. It looked good from here. Just missing on the outside corner, and just like that, the Silver Knights have a base runner on first.
Yeah, and this is beautiful having this screen in the booth. We're not spoiled to have that in their normal broadcast. So this is beautiful. Good
view from up here, though. As Mike LaRocca steps in, the teammate, like you said, of Blandini from Vero Beach, Florida. .325 average with 1 home run and 4 RBIs for LaRocca. Fastball misses high and outside for a ball. Something you don't like to do early in games is get your pitch count high, so a double play wouldn't be a bad thing if you're a Brockton Rox fan.
And he sees Svanson stepping off the mound there, maybe trying to calm down a little bit as he has thrown a few balls, and there he gets one in for a strike.
Yeah, but the runner gets to second base easily, really not even looking at first base or keeping him on. He's going to say it's a foul ball, just tipped it.
Yeah, it was a foul ball.
Thought the catcher just dropped it, just got a tip of it. So 1 ball and 1 strike, the runner goes back to first. Catchers for the Rox have done a pretty decent job this year, blocking everything for the most part. Gabby Cruz, the catcher tonight.
Yeah, Goulart and Sinicola had a difficult time last night. Surprisingly, we were surprised by in the broadcast. I mean, he was
a lot of pass balls.
5 pass balls in the first 4 innings. It wasn't good to say the least.
Kind of a wild game. I mean, it was a long game from what I heard.
Yeah, it was very long. 2 hours. It wasn't even halfway done at 2.5 hours in, but it ended up speeding up once Goldstein got in the game, and we were able to get out here at a reasonable time.
Usually these games last between 2.5 to 3 hours. 1 ball and 2 strike. Here's the pitch. The runner goes for second, but he's going to have to go back again as that's another foul ball. So he must have lots of speed on the base paths over there. New to the team. Connor Blandini, a little hit and run there.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's only Blandini, so no stolen bases. Obviously, he has a little bit of speed. Roca coming in batting .325 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs on the season.
Not too bad. They got some power in this lineup. Not playing the best lately. They've lost 5 in a row. Here comes the pitch again. Just missing on the outside corner, and he's not getting that call here in the first inning.
Yeah, I've lost 5-0 in the season series against the Rox. They're 4-1-1. Lost the first 4 to the Rox, but we're able to salvage the season series a little bit. They'll play them tonight and one more time in the season, but they won the last meeting, and they tied the meeting before that.
Throws to first base, keeps him in there, just safe. So he's trying to keep him close to the bag. Couple hit and runs early, but it's been a pretty long count. Already getting the pitch count up there, 16 pitches with only 1 out for the Rock starter. So the Silver Knights in need of a win.
Yeah, Svanson looking for a strikeout right here. Get out of this at bat. And
as here comes the pitch. He gets the strikeout. The throw to second in time. So the Rocks get the double play to get out of the inning. Like we were talking about the catchers, what a throw from Gabby Cruz. And just like that, the inning ends with a runner stranded at first base. So we're going to stay here between the half innings on Bridgewater TV. As you can see the replay here, like you said, it's great having the TV here. You can see all the replays. Gabby Cruz with a throw to second base and really beat him by a lot there.
I mean, that was a perfect throw by Gabby Cruz. I mean, Spencer Smith, the shortstop, just had to reach down. He didn't even have to move his glove. So the bang-bang play just with the doctor order for Svanson, gets the strikeout, gets the putout. So 17 pitches in the first inning. He ends up getting out of there quicker than you probably would have thought with the 1 out right there.
I mean, the pitch count was getting high, 16 pitches in on the 17th pitch. Let's introduce the Brockton Rox starting lineup now tonight. Batting first at second base, it will be Eddie Hart. Batting second, the DH, Mitch Denorfio, the Red Hot Mitch Denorfio. Batting third, the catchers, Gabby Cruz. Batting fourth at first base, Gabe Gioso. Batting fifth, and in right field, Casey O'Laughlin. Batting sixth, and the left fielders, Cam Thompson. Batting seventh at third base, Anthony Calarco. Batting eighth, and in center field, Mike Sabatine. Batting ninth at shortstop is Spencer Smith. And on the mound for the Silver Knights, here is Patrick Harrington.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Mitch Dangerous D'Onofrio. I gave him that nickname, and I'm trying to get it to stick, so I'm going to say it again here. But he comes in 4th in the league in batting average, 333. So the Nashua Silver Knights defense here going from left to right. You have in left field Kyle Sandstrom. In center field, you have Ben Irvine. In right field, you have Jared DePere. At third base, you have Lewis Atlas. At shortstop, you have Benjamin Cowles. At second base, you have Connor Blandini. At first base, you have Mike LaRocca. Behind the plate tonight is Alex Lane. And pitching for them is Patrick Harrington, which we mentioned a little before the game. He hit 2-2 coming into the season here. 3.08 ERA, 21 strikeouts with 23 in the third innings pitched.
Yeah, so 2 good pitches on the mound. I mean, last night you said there were 2 good pitchers. High-scoring game, especially for the Brockton Rox. So you never know what happens. But so far, so good. Get out of the first inning, and hopefully the Brockton Rox can put some runs on the scoreboard in the first.
Yeah, and going back to what I was saying before, that we went into the field for the Knights. D'Onofrio come into this game. He's 333, 341 batting average, 7 home runs and 23 RBIs, leading the league in both home runs and RBIs. So definitely going to be part of that All-Star game on June 16th.
Eddie Hart leads off for the Rox. The second baseman plays his college ball at UMass Amherst. Local kid from Middleborough, Massachusetts. As the first pitch is in there for a strike. Eddie Hart, 318 average, no home runs, but 7 RBIs, 20 walks for the Brockton Rox, leads the team.
Yeah, good. Definitely a really good leadoff hitter, a high average, and he works counts, makes pitchers really work, doesn't help anyone out, and he makes great contact with the ball. Not a guy you're going to see strike out a lot at all.
Yeah, we've seen him a lot this year. Gets on base a lot. and really got a lot of speed over there on the base path. So we'll see what he can do. Down 0-2. And here's the 0-2 pitch, missing outside, and that's a good pitch to throw with 2 strikes, trying to get him to chase there.
Yeah, but like I said, he's very rarely going to see him help pitchers out.
He gets the ball and fires for the 1-2 pitch. Going to miss low in the dirt. Nice try by the catcher, not having to worry with the first batter. Nobody on base. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looked like a changeup on that last pitch.
Yeah, they just too low, bouncing it.
Gets his signs from his catcher, swings at that one down to the second baseman, and that's going to be a light and nice and easy throw to first base to get out number 1. Even with Eddie Hart's speed, no chance to get on base there. Nice play by the second baseman.
Yeah, just a routine ground ball to second base. It'd be interesting to see if the Silver Knights put on the shift with D'Onofrio as the Pittsfield Suns. They did that all game with him last game, and I mean he had 2 hits and RBI, but for the most part he grounded into it twice, and they're not going to do it. They're going to stay back in regular depth.
He plays his college ball at Eckerd College. D'Onofrio from Venice, Florida, and one of the best Rox hitters. 341 average, second on the team, 7 home runs, 23 RBIs. What a season so far. As he swings at the 0-1 pitch, foul back to the net. I mean, every game I broadcast seems like he gets 2 or 3 hits every game.
Yeah,
hopefully I don't jinx him.
Yeah, he's always getting. He had a few last night. It's another RBI.
No balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch, low in the dirt. Tries to get him to chase just like he did to Eddie Hart in the first at bat. So only 2 lefties in the Brockton Rox lineup, 1 switch hitter against the righty. 1-2 pitch misses down low. So 2 strikes, now 2 balls. 2-2 on the fastball there.
So the Brockton Rox team, they like to work counts, like to make pitchers throw strikes. They don't like to help you out. But Harrington only 7 walks on the season, so he's going to throw strikes as you've seen in these first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, and they tend to make the other pitchers throw a lot of pitches. They make them work, especially with 2 strikes, making sure to protect a lot of foul balls from this Brockton Rox team. So 2-2 there, just like you saw the foul ball. D'Onofrio protecting. Could have been called strike 3. So he gets his signs. Here's the 2-2 pitch one more time. D'Onofrio swings in another foul ball way over us.
D'Onofrio a little late on that. Looked like he was a high fastball in the zone. Looked like something he could have drove there.
Pretty small guy D'Onofrio is, just making sure to stay alive. Here comes the 2-2 pitch for a 3rd time, and that time he's going to look at the fastball right down the middle for strike 3. And very unlikely from D'Onofrio to take a pitch like that.
Yeah, not in his character to look at that, but you know, you can't get them all, and that's a good pitch there by Patrick Harrington.
Matt Swanson for the Rox. He was trying to get the outside corner in the top of the 1st inning. Really didn't get it, but right there was a good pitch on the outside corner a little bit. But still, if you're D'Onofrio with 2 strikes, you got to swing. And that brings up the catcher, Gabby Cruz, who swings at the first pitch, plays his college ball at Bryant, hometowns in Miami, Florida. Another really good hitter, 328 batting average, 3 home runs, and 9 RBIs in the 3-hole for the Rox. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, swinging again at the fastball for strike 2.
Yeah, he had a tough night last night. He went 1 for 5. But that's not what you're going to get out of him. He's going to play a solid behind the plate, and he's going to give some power at the catcher position. He had 8 home runs at Bryant this year, too.
He swings at the 0-2 pitch, going into the gap. Here come the outfielders in on it, but that's going to drop for a Brockton Rox base hit, and just like that, the Rox have a man on first with 2 outs. Nice piece of hitting there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and the Rox did a lot of damage last night. I don't mean to keep going back to last night, but it was just such an overwhelming performance. They did a lot of damage last night with 2 outs.
Yeah, I mean, they tend to do that, especially early in the games. You got to get runs on base, runners on base, runs in early, as you can see here on the replay. Just a nice piece of hitting. Bringing up Gabe Giosa, the first baseman, playing his college ball at St. Mary's College in California, also from Alamo, California. So Gabe Giosa tends to bat 3rd or 4th for the Brockton Rox a lot of the time. 289 average, 2 home runs, and 12 RBIs on the season. As he swings for a foul ball to make it 1-1 with a runner on first base.
Yeah, so Gioso, a good guy to have up here, coming off a good night last night, 3 for 5. He's, a good guy to have up here. He's got, I believe, 7 doubles on the season.
Pretty impressive there.
So a guy can put it into the gap and get Cruz home.
Umpire calls time as it just looks like it just got his jersey, and he's going to take first base to make it first and second with 2 outs. So 2 quick outs for the Silver Knights, and just like that, the Rox get back-to-back base runners on. And a big chance here for the right fielder, Casey O'Loughlin.
Yeah, O'Loughlin's been struggling lately. I saw him at his first home run of the season over the right field wall. Lefty. He does have some power. He has that 1 home run of the season with 2 RBIs.
It looks like the coach is complaining a little bit or making sure his catches are right after that hit batter. So O'Loughlin plays his college ball at Northwestern. A couple of Northwestern guys in the lineup. He's from Illinois. Not in the lineup all the time, but he's done a pretty good job when he's in the lineup, especially defensively for the most part. Only batting 125, but only 24 at-bats for him. But if you talk about a big situation, probably one of the biggest situations of the year for him, even though it's only the first inning, you get 2 guys on base and 1 man in scoring position.
Yeah, runners in scoring position and 2 out hitting. 2 keys in baseball. Tell a big story and how good a team is.
As he swings at that, the second baseman has it. As he tries tagging the runner, he says he got him, and that's going to be out number 3. So the Silver Knights escape a little bit of a jam. We're going to be right back after this short break for the second inning. Second inning. No score so far. The Brockton Rox have 1 hit and a pretty good first inning for the Brockton Rox starter, Matt Svanson. Trying to have an even better second inning here.
Yeah, and definitely got helped out by Gabby Cruz with that great throw. Beat the runner by a mile, so got out of that inning unscathed and only 17 pitches.
Not too bad. It's going to bring up Dylan Jones, the DH, one of the best hitters on this Silver Knights team. Curveball in there for strike 1.
Yeah, he's coming in 5th in the league in batting average, batting .338 with 19 RBIs, too.
Plays college ball at Franklin Pierce from Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. A couple of Florida kids in this lineup. 0-1 pitch. Doesn't get the corner there either, so 1-1. Looks like he's tried for that outside corner every at-bat. Just can't quite get it. Always important to get that first out. Here's the 1-1. Swings at the fastball for a strike.
Yeah, good pitch there by Svanson. I look for that slider coming in right now, 1 and 2.
He's getting in front of hitters. That's a good sign. Trying to get the 1-2-3 inning here. 1-2 pitch. Swings at the high fastball for strike 3. Just like that, a quick strikeout for out number 1.
Yeah, and just like the slider, one of his out pitches, the high fastball, the high cheese, Dylan Jones cannot stay away from it and goes down for the first out for Svanson.
Not a bad way to start the second inning. Jared Dupere, the right fielder. Northeastern is where he plays. Amesbury, Massachusetts is where he's from. He's trying to get on base here for the Silver Knights.
Going just outside.
.258 average for him with 4 home runs leading the team and 15 RBIs.
Yeah, so this is where they're 2 power guys, 2 guys with multi-home runs are here back-to-back. They're 5th and 6th hitters.
That's a nice pitch down the middle. Using his 4-seam fastball effectively early in the ball game.
Yeah, you're going to see it early and often from Swanson.
1-1 pitch. Just catches the outside corner there for strike 2. That's the call he's been looking for, and he got it. So just like that, he's ahead in the count, 1-2.
See if he goes back to that high cheese, that high fastball.
Let's see, here it is, and he goes outside. He used the 4-seam fastball, tries to get him to chase. So quickly the count's 2-2. Benjamin Cowles, the shortstop, waits on deck. And here comes the 2-2 pitch, swings at that foul towards the Silver Knights dugout.
Yeah, and way in front of that breaking pitch is Jones.
If he swung
DePerry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, DePerry. If he swung a little earlier, it would have been in the dugout. So see if he goes back to the fastball here. Here comes the pitch. Here comes the swing, and that's going to be another strikeout. So 3 strikeouts in a row, and that's a nice way to start the night.
It looked like it was like a 2-seamer or something. You see where it was tailing to the outside?
Yeah, tailed to the outside, yeah.
I mean, that was a good pitch there by Swanson. Looked like it was in the zone, and then at the last second, I mean, that thing's just going out.
Now will be Ben Cowles, the shortstop, Maryland College in Newark, New York. So trying to get on base, trying to avoid the 1-2-3 inning is Cowles. Here comes the first pitch to the shortstop, missing for ball 1. So Cowles comes in with a .226 average, 2 home runs, but he does have 13 RBIs. Trying to get RBI number 14 right here.
If you're Swanson here, come right after him. Don't waste no pitches. With the type of stuff he has, just be attacking these batters.
Well, this will be his 30th pitch. Here it is. Here's the swing. It's going to be another foul ball over everything into the parking lot. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Matt's hoping this will be the last pitch of the inning.
Looking to strike out the side and have 4 straight strikeouts is Swanson. Coming in 6'5", the biggest guy on the team.
The tall, lanky righty. Here comes the pitch. Just high. So few 2s up there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs early in this ball game. He gets his signs from his catcher. Here's the pitch, the curveball. What a pitch that was to get him looking for strike 3. Cowles didn't look too happy there, but just like that, he strikes out the side. That's going to be 4 consecutive strikeouts for the Rox pitcher. He's doing good so far.
Yeah, and Swanson said he got both DePerry and Jones on those high heaters, and then Cowles with 2 strikes wouldn't bite on that high fastball, so he comes right back in with that breaking ball right on the inside corner and freezes him. Doesn't know what to do. Cowles bat on the shoulder, and I mean now the Rox. I mean, this is like Swanson. If he's gonna keep rolling like this, they just need to put up a few early runs here, and he's gonna settle in and stay going.
Yeah, I mean you need early runs in any game, but the way he's pitching, 4 strikeouts through 2 innings isn't a bad start. Some on-field activities go on here a lot at the ballpark, especially between the innings. As you can see, KO, the Rox mascot, running around the field, having a little race with a kid. As the kid tends to beat KO a lot of the time here.
Yeah, I mean, I think every single time the kid wins, whether it's a girl or boy, they're always getting victory. So I mean, if you guys ever want to come down for a game here at Campanelli Stadium in Brockton, it's a great place for the kids, and also they got the living room over there on the left field line. Great place for adults. I mean, they got the Thursday night, Thirsty Thursday, brought to you by Shovel Down Brewery, $1 beer. So if you want to come down and have a good night, a few dollars, you're going to get some beers. And
yeah,
so it's a good environment. I like to see them fill the stadium more.
Yeah, some nights. I mean, firework nights, Friday nights, they tend to fill the stadium a lot more. Kids want to see the fireworks, stay after the game. But there's a lot of things going on, like you said here. Cheap food, you can get in here, come with your family, see a good baseball game on a beautiful night like tonight in the summer. How can you beat that?
We've been getting some beautiful nights of baseball here. I mean, barely any clouds. I mean, every game, the last 4 games I've called, I mean, have all been beautiful.
Yeah, not too many rain delays so far in the season. Keep your fingers crossed. And unlike the MLB, sometimes these games tend to go a little faster. The MLB guys, like I said before, David Price, can take him like 40 seconds between each pitch. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, steps off, spits, grabs the sand ball, touches his foot, talks to someone in his head, tries to figure out what's going wrong. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like that here. These guys tend to work a little quicker than that.
Yeah, these guys get the ball and they fire, get their signs from their catcher, get the game going. And the game keeps moving pretty nicely as we're here now for the bottom of the second inning. Cam Thompson, Anthony Calarco, and Mike Sabatine for the Brockton Rox. Cam Thompson's the left fielder from Oklahoma State. That's where he plays. He's also from Oklahoma, so see what he can do here. 1-0 pitch. Swings that down the third base line. Foul ball. Umpire a little late on the call there.
A little late. Cam Thompson comes in batting .250 with just 3 RBIs on the season, 1 stolen base, so a little bit of speed here.
See if he can use that speed if he gets on base. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swings at it. Another foul ball. So these guys on deck having to work here tonight. Seems to be a foul ball every at bat. Throwing the fastball and the changeup mostly. Here comes the 1 ball and 2 strike pitch, and he's going to be looking at strike 3. Nasty pitch right there to get a strikeout. That's going to be the second strikeout of the night for Patrick Harrington.
Yeah, and a good pitch there by Harrington. And going to get Calarco coming up here. He had a pinch hit bomb to right field last night. 2-run shot.
The third baseman, Calarco, plays at Northwestern with his teammate Casey O'Laughlin, another kid from Illinois. As Calarco swings at the first pitch, the second baseman will dive, but he doesn't have a play on it, and just like that, the Rox have a base runner on in the second as that ball goes into right field. Nice piece of hitting there by Calarco.
A real good piece of hitting there by Calarco. So to get a runner on base with the red hot last night, Sabatine, as I talked to Coach Andy Terrio last night in the post-game interview about him, and they gave him a week off prior to these last few games because he was just struggling. But a guy that he believes can be a big part in their lineup going forward here, and a guy who's really been hot over these last few games. Went 5 for 5 last night.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, just a double shy of the cycle. He had a home run, a triple, 3 singles, and 6 RBIs.
Well, that definitely bumped his average up now. 255 on the season. Only has 1 home run, but he does have 11 RBIs. So see if he can continue what he was doing last night as he has a runner on first base with 1 out.
And he was in 160-something last night, so, yeah, his batting average went up a lot.
Wow, huge night for him. Harrington takes a look at first base, keeping him close. Here comes the pitch, missing way high for a ball.
Yeah, and hit his first home run of the season last night, so now he's in double-digit RBIs with 11 on the season and that 1 homer.
As the Red Sox have gotten underway. Playing the Blue Jays in Toronto tonight. 2-1 pitch. He does go on that one for strike 2. Just like that, the Red Sox actually on top, up 2-0. Rafael Devers with a 2-run shot. He's had a good year.
Yeah, he's had a real good year, and, I mean, hopefully it doesn't set up for a game they have to go to the bullpen.
Yeah, that would be a mess. That pitch was low, but he calls it a strike, and he knew it. So he has a hot night last night, and just like that, tonight off to a cold start. Strike 3 looking in. Both pitchers have the strikeouts going on here tonight.
Yeah, good pitch there by Cam Thompson down the zone just at the
knees.
Just to paint that bottom piece. And Sabatine, nothing there, nothing to do with that.
Quickly gets the second out, brings up the 9-hitter to the shortstop, Spencer Smith. Plays his college ball at Northeastern from Wellesley, Massachusetts. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Spencer Smith only batting 152. No home runs with 7 RBIs for the Rock shortstop. Shumsky getting the day off.
And Smith plays a real solid shortstop, too. Not a guy that makes a lot of errors.
Yeah, Shumsky tends to make a couple errors here and there. He made one last night.
Yeah, he had one last night. Throwing error that ended up leading to a... actually, I mean, not to make a bigger deal out of it than it was, but, I mean, it led to Sinicola kind of unraveling a little bit.
I mean, errors are never a good thing, especially to start an inning. Chomsky's had a little trouble there, but see what Spencer Smith can do tonight. Takes that for a ball.
What was that?
Once again, I mean, 1 and 2. So Patrick Harrington, he just throws strikes. This team usually very patient, obviously, in the Rocks we were talking about. But they have to come up here looking to swing the bat against Harrington because he's going to continue to throw strikes.
And he doesn't want to swing the bat there, missing way outside for ball 2. So Harrington looking to see if he can strand another runner. It's been pretty solid so far with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second here at Campanelli Stadium. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, swinging a laser foul ball over the living room area.
Just a protection swing there from Spencer Smith.
7 strikeouts total in this game, only in the bottom of the second. Spencer Smith hoping not to be the 8th victim to go away by strikeout here tonight. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, swings at that. Another swing, he really protects himself.
Yeah, so not going down as easily. Spencer Smith really making Cam Thompson work a little bit here.
See if the runner on first will get any more of a lead than he already has. Couple of steps off first base. Here comes the pitch. Here comes the swing right to the first baseman. Nice play over there by the Silver Knights first baseman, Mike LaRocca, to get out number 3. And just like that, the Brockton Rox go down retired with a man on first base. As you can see the replay there, nice play at first base. And just like that, we're done with 2 innings. We'll be back right after this for the top of the 3rd. Back here at Campanelli Stadium now, top of the 3rd inning. No score yet, so the Silver Knights back with Alex Lane, Luis Atilis, and Ben Irvine, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Silver Knights. See if the bottom of the order can get something going. 4 consecutive strikeouts, though, for Matt Swanson. See if he can get in a 5th with the catcher up here. Alex Lane plays his college ball at Bryant from Andover, Massachusetts.
Yeah, so, I mean, Swanson looking like rolling coming in this inning. Seeing some fresh meat here at 7, 8, 9. Gonna try to continue that hotness that he's been pitching with.
Continuous hot pitching as that pitch catches the inside corner for a strike to the Silver Knights catcher. So quickly 2 strikes. See what he throws here, trying to get him to chase the 0-2 pitcher. If he goes right after him, he goes right after him. He swings. That's going to be a high fly ball. The second baseman calls for it. He's under it, and just like that, quickly out number 1.
Yeah, Svanson with a quick 3-pitch out there.
That will bring up the 3rd baseman, Luis Atilis, plays his college ball at New England College from Roxbury, Massachusetts. So Atilis comes into this game with a 183 average, no home runs, and 7 RBIs. He fakes the bunt. It's going to be a strike anyways.
Yeah, Svanson said get out of here with the fake bunt.
Yeah, he's not going for any of that. I thought he was tying his shoe, doing something.
So he was fixing his shin protection.
It was a shin protection, yeah. 0-1 pitch. Swings at that for a strike 2. The shin protection really didn't help there.
No, it's not. I don't think it's really going to help with
Yeah.
Svanson.
The way he's been pitching. So once again, he has a batter down 0-2. See what he throws this time around. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he tries to get him to chase there with a fastball.
Yeah, and this is what Andy Terrio expects. I mean, obviously we're only 2 1/3 through it, but I mean he expects, when talking to him last night, it's what he expects to his fans. And when he comes out, he expects to get a good outing, because that's what he's been bringing all year.
He's come out of the bullpen a couple times. He started a couple of games, but either way, he's been doing great. One of those guys you hope if the Rox make the playoffs, they should get one of the games in the playoffs. The way he's been pitching could be their 1 or 2 starter.
Yeah, I could see him and Sinicola.
Yeah, being the 1-2 guys in a best 2 out of 3 game series.
I like the chances with those guys in this lineup. I'll tell you that.
The 1-2 pitch, he swings at the right fielders coming in, but not enough. It's going to drop in front of him. He tries. He's not going to head for second there. It kind of fakes out the right fielder for the Brockton Rox there. He won't go to second base. Nice job by Casey O'Laughlin getting the ball in quickly, but just like that, there's a single, so a man on first with 1 out.
Yeah, good job there by Atilas to ensure that the beginning of the lineup is going to get up here in the 3rd inning.
And that's the first hit of the game, too, for the Silver Knights. So the 8-hitter gets on. Now the center fielder, the 9-hitter's Ben Irvine, plays his college ball at Division I, Maryland. He's from Peabody, Massachusetts. Foul ball there. So Irvine trying to get back-to-back hits. Comes in with a .222 average. No home runs, 4 RBIs, 14 walks. So another guy that is pretty patient, gets on base. Hoping for a little more contact, though, from the 9-hitter are the Silver Knights. Little bit of a lead on first base. There's the pitch. He's going to miss down low for a ball.
Yeah, Svanson's got that quick little step to the plate from the stretch. So not a lot of time to get a jump on him, especially with Gabby Cruz showing that throw out in the first.
Swings at that, another foul ball. Cruz has been on the same page tonight so far with Matt Svanson. With a ball and 2 strikes, a man on first, and 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Some kids go to the stands, waiting for a foul ball. Throw not even close to being on time there at first base. Trying to keep him close. So he gets in his windup, gets his signs from Cruz. Here's the 1-2 pitch, another foul ball. Nice at bat put together.
Yeah, so 1 stolen base for Atilas, Luis Atilas at first base. So if I'm Svanson, I'm trying that high fastballs, trying to get Irvine to chase, and if Atilas takes off, you got a good pitch out almost.
He's already done it once, already thrown out a guy going to second. See if he can do it for a second time. If he does, steal. Pretty quiet night tonight. Tuesday night from the ballpark. The Brockton Fair is going on right across the street, so a lot of people probably attending that tonight. But a good night to come out Campanelli Stadium and see a ball game. As the 2-2 pitch catches the corner, Silver Knights batter, the 9-hitter, really not too happy there was Irvine. But anyways, that's going to be another strikeout. And just like that, already 5 strikeouts for Matt Svanson.
Yeah, this is what he does. I mean, strikeout pitcher, and 5 right now, not even through the 3rd. And he's looking just to keep racking it up. He's just 46 pitches, so getting up there a little bit. They tend not to really let these guys go over 85. Depends. I mean, he likes to save their arm, especially with the college teams.
The college teams don't like you to throw a ton.
No, and with the season, they got a lot of games in a short period of time, obviously still about halfway through the season. Back to what you're saying about the Brockton Fair. I mean, hard to compete with the Brockton Fair for the kids to come over here. I mean, if you ask the kids what they want to do, they're probably going to pick the fair over a baseball game.
Yeah, I mean, the fair is only here once a year. I mean, being the 4th of July, they want to be over there, have a fun time, go on some rides. But not a bad take to come out to the ballpark, then go to the fair after. 0-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. So this is the second time through the order. The first time, obviously not a problem for the Rox pitcher. 5 strikeouts, only 1 base hit, 1 walk. Doing a pretty good job. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs now. To Kyle Sandstrom up for the second time. He's 0 for 1. That pitch just missed for a ball. Looked like a pitch out there.
Yeah, and everything's still on. I don't know why they didn't pitch out with 2 outs and 2 strikes.
Yeah.
With Swanson, who already got 5 strikeouts, as we mentioned. I mean, everything's on the table right now with Swanson. Anything he wants to throw out of the zone, any pitch in his arsenal to get the strikeout. As we've seen the breaking ball and the high fastball, what he likes.
Well, he swings at that one. Looks like it's going to be over the third baseman's head, and it is. It's going to drop for a base hit. Goes by the left fielder, and here comes the base runner. Is going to stop at third base. Really not the best job defensively by the Brockton Rox. Lots of speed over there. Luis Atiles almost came home, but the third base coach stops him. Knows he would have got thrown out. But just like that, runners on second and third with 2 outs. Just like a little bit of a bloop hit. Fly ball. 3 Brockton Rox go after it.
Yeah, Cam Thompson kind of just, the left fielder, overran it almost, and it took a bounce to the left by him, and that's what allowed Aviles to get to third. And, I mean, luckily enough, he didn't score. Looked like he could have took off, and it would have been a play at the plate.
He almost came home, but he was stopped right there. He would have been out by a mile if he did go home.
I mean, he hit the cutoff, though, and he threw it. He threw it to Swanson, so, I mean, it would have – I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Justin, if that would have been – out by a mile. I mean, it would have been. I think it would have been pretty close.
I mean, yeah, it looked like the pitcher had the ball when it was still close to pretty third base, but you never know with his speed. But anyways, now you get 2 outs, a big situation for Connor Blandini, and he's already been on base once with a walk.
Yeah, good guy to have up here. Your number 2 hitter, Blandini. He's been really good this season.
I mean, even though there's 2 guys in scoring position, really not to the fault of Matt Swanson's pitching a great game. And really, it should be first and second right now, but 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. And according to the umpire, it's just going to miss high for ball 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about Swanson stuff right now. I mean, you have 2 outs. You get another strikeout, you're out of the inning.
He wants out any way he can get it right here, whether it be by a ground out, fly ball, a strikeout. See what he throws now. 2-1 fastball, way by him for a strike. 2-2 and 2. 2 outs, 2 guys on base, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2s all over the place, 2 hits for each team.
And there's 2 of us in the booth on the 2nd day of July.
Unbelievable. Hopefully this can be the last pitch for him in the inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He swings at foul ball. Watch out over there if you're a kid, over the kids' heads. Good thing they're paying attention. There's a lucky souvenir for a fan down over there near the first base line. So he's going to see the pitch again. Another 2-2 pitch, already 55 pitches. Takes a quick look back at second base. No one covering. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He swings. And another lucky souvenir. That one's going to be a foul ball.
Yeah, he's all over that fastball, too. He's fouled off twice here. I mean, look for Swanson to go back to that breaking ball.
Yeah, he'd be able to be careful if he throws that fastball again. He's just behind it, but he knows he got to go a little in front of it now. It'll be interesting to see if he goes back to the fastball.
He's probably thinking curve.
He swings at that one, doesn't throw the fastball there, but he follows it off again. So making lots of contact here, staying alive here in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, Blandini's making it. Svensson doesn't know what to throw here. He tried the fastballs and fouls both them off, and now he throws the breaking pitch and fouls that off. So what is Svensson going to throw here?
Well, here's the pitch. He swings at it. The second baseman has it. He goes over to first base, throws it to the pitcher who's covering, and he gets out of the jam, leaves runners on second and third base, and really a big situation early in this game to get out of that. So the score remains scoreless. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. As you can see on the replay here, a very good play by the second baseman.
Yeah, it's Svensson hustling over there, beat the runner. Great job by him to hustle and help himself out to get that 3rd out of the inning.
At first, I thought the second baseman would go over to the bag by himself. The pitcher, I didn't think he'd go over at first. He goes over kind of at the last minute, but plenty of time.
Yeah, with that 6'5", with those long strides, you know, got over there. And we were together last week in the booth there, and we were talking about basketball a little bit. That's obviously Kemba Walker. It's official. The Celtics the other night on the first night of free agency, right when free agency started. It was a foregone conclusion. How do you feel about that signing?
I mean, if you're a basketball fan, Kyrie Irving's a great player, but the way he treated the Celtics the whole season, saying he'd re-sign early in the year, you knew he wasn't coming back. Lots of drama in their Celtic season, but Kemba Walker's a good player. I watched him at UConn, very good player. a little older than Kyrie Irving, but still, I think he's going to get the job done. To me, Al Horford's really the big loss if you're a Celtics fan.
Yeah, and they didn't really replace that. I mean, Enes Kanter played most recently with Portland.
Yeah.
He's a guy that can score some points, but he's not going to give you that ability to stretch the floor like Horford can and shoot the three. And not a guy that can really play too great at defense. I mean, Horford was that guy, especially against the reason why you were so dominant against Philadelphia in these series, because he would stop Embiid, would play great defense against Giannis. So you don't really have that guy on the roster. And if they're putting a lot of stock in Robert Williams, a second-year player.
I didn't like what I saw, but
Yeah, I'm not into it. So I was hoping they would have got a big guy to come in with a physical presence, but they didn't. So they are where they are.
maybe someone like DeMarcus Cousins, but I don't think they're going to sign him now. But we'll see what happens. Kanter's a pretty good offensive player, but struggles defensively. We got Daniel Tice still, but, I mean, he's nothing really special.
Yeah, and there was a report that came out that there was no market at all for Cousins.
As we're back here for the bottom of the third, Eddie Hart swings at the first pitch. Going to be a can of corn for the right fielder. Easy out number one, as Eddie Hart is now 0 for 2.
Kind of uncharacteristic for Eddie Hart, too, to swing at the first pitch.
Yeah, he's usually a little more patient up there.
Well, you see him the second time through the lineup, so maybe the word
Right.
is like, we got to swing. This guy's throw strikes.
You know he's going to go throw strikes for the most part. Threw the order once. He did a pretty good job. 3 strikeouts, obviously no runs. 2 singles for the Rox. Mitch Denorfio struck out looking his last time. He's going to be the batter here. He swings at the second pitch for a foul ball.
Yeah, and 28 strikes and only 12 balls for the 40 pitches for Harrington.
Not bad percentage. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Foul ball to the exact same spot. The guy on deck for the Brockton Rox had to duck a little bit there.
Yeah, you definitely, that's one thing, too, about being at this stadium. You see a lot of kids behind the dugouts and stuff usually. I mean, you definitely got to be prepared over there. A lot of foul balls down that left field line.
He swings at the 1-2 pitch. Nice and easy play for the shortstop. Not too easy as it was a bad throw, but a nice play by the first baseman to get him right before he reaches first base. Weird play right there. The shortstop had plenty of time. Just kind of a wild throw over there to first base.
Yeah, what awareness and kind of composure of LaRocca over there to make the catch at the same time, catch the D'Onofrio was trying to juke him. I mean, that's a great play.
Very nice play over there at first base. Saves the error from Ben Cowles. And unfortunately, D'Onofrio just wasn't there in time. That brings up Gabby Cruz. He swings at the first pitch he sees right up the middle. And that's going to be a single. Gabby Cruz on for the second time.
Yeah, so constant here early, 2 for 2. Gabby Cruz with 2 outs, 2-out base hit, trying to put something together here. Gives Fonson some run support.
Not a bad job by Gabby Cruz. Sees the fastball. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. From Gabby to Gabe Gioso we go. Gabe Gioso hit by a pitch his first time up.
So you see 2 of the first 3 hitters here, second time through the lineup, swing at the first pitch, and there goes
another.
Gioso swing at the first pitch. So you got to, like I said, you got to think they relayed that we got to swing the bat.
You got a good pitcher on the mound like Harrington. Comes in with a 3.08 ERA. He's showing why he's one of their top pitchers here tonight so far.
And he throws that fastball. He tries to get ahead quick, so it seems like he throws that fastball his first pitch a lot. So you jump on that fastball, you're going to get some good pitches to hit.
That pitch was a foul as Gabe Gioso is way down the first base line. Thought that'd be a fair ball. He would have been safe easily. But he's getting ahead of everyone really so far. Just like this man, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Gioso trying to show that first baseman can run faster.
Yeah, he got some speed, that's for sure, over there. Casey O'Loughlin hoping he can get a chance here in the bottom of the third. So only 45 pitches, really not too bad for Patrick Harrington. Takes a look over at first base, see if he wants to go anywhere. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's the swing. He misses that, and there's strike 3. So a nice, quick, and easy third inning for Harrington. We'll be back for the top of the fourth. No score here from Brockton, Mass.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your sports and golf needs, our first sports and golf contractors, providing the championship positions, Brooklyn is the winner. Sports and golf contractors. And we see some great plays tonight so far. Make sure you check out our Facebook and Twitter page after tonight's game to see the Signature Healthcare play of the game. Brought to you by Signature Healthcare of Brockton.
Back here at Campanelli Stadium, just about to get started for the top of the 4th inning. As you can see, the Ferris wheel right there. Live from the Brockton Fair right across the street. Things getting started. Usually gets a little more crowded over there at night. A lot of people probably lined up trying to get in right now. Always a popular time over here in Brockton with the fair going on, the Brockton Rox games going on.
Yeah, that fair is huge, too. I mean, that's a good time.
It looks small, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in there.
It's probably, I mean, honestly, I haven't been there in a while, but it used to be huge.
Yeah, especially at night, it gets crazy down there. Lines for the rides, ton of people coming in. But it will be Mike LaRocca, Dylan Jones, Jared Dupere due up for the Silver Knights. First pitch swinging there is LaRocca, who struck out swinging, just like a lot of the Silver Knights did.
Yeah, and I mean, he's looking to keep rolling as he struck out LaRocca the first time up, like you said.
First 2 pitches, both fastballs. Nice stop over there by the first base coach. Quickly down 0-2 is LaRocca. 4 lefties in the lineup for the Silver Knights tonight.
Svanson, as you see on the screen, at that 60 pitch point right now.
Both pitchers really throwing mostly fastballs, but they're doing a really good job as that foul ball goes into our living room area over there.
The living room sees so many foul balls.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised those kids aren't over there.
Yeah, that's where I would be if I was the kids.
0-2 pitch, swings at the low pitch. That's going to be strike 3. Just like that again, Mike LaRocca 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And that strikeout pitch is working tonight for Matt Svanson.
Yeah, number 6 on the night. Brings him to 30 on the season. But, I mean, he sent him down. There's not much else we can say. I mean, he's pitching, having a great night tonight.
He's been awesome. Dylan Jones now the DH. Struck out swinging his last time up. And really one of the best hitters for the Silver Knights team, like we said before. So if anyone gets on base, watch out. He swings at the first pitch. Here comes the shortstop. Throws to first, and that's going to be out number 2. Nice play by Spencer Smith over there at shortstop.
Yeah, good play there by Smith. And, I mean, Svanson's getting this quick inning, too. It's already 2 outs here. He's only throwing about 5 or 6 pitches. So looking to get out of here pretty quick so we can stay pretty long in this game. See KO.
Making his way around. Jared Dupere now the right fielder. Once again, another guy that went down swinging. So he's 0 for 1, just like most of these guys are. KO talking to some kids, makes his way around the stadium. As that pitch is going to miss way inside, goes past Gabby Cruz.
Not looking to go that breaking ball, but just...
Breaking ball that didn't break, really.
Yeah, yeah.
So 5 hits combined so far, 3 for the Rox, 2 for the Silver Knights. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That's going to miss outside for ball 2.
Rein it in here and try to attack attack and get out of this inning.
Here comes the pitch. Another foul ball. Keeps the guys busy. Keep going to get those foul balls. The Brockton Rox coach gets that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swings at that one's going to be a grounder to the second baseman. Plenty of time to throw to first, and just like that, nice and easy. 1, 2, 3 inning. He keeps it rolling as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Nice job pitching, Matt, so far. I mean, he comes in with a 1.85 ERA. This is what you kind of expected.
Yeah, as we expected. And Harrington doing what he's doing on the other side, only 47 pitches through the 3 and 4 strikeouts as Svensson has 6. So you're bad on the other lineup, but you're bad on the other pitcher. You gotta keep going with him because he's not giving in anything either. So it's who's gonna give in here? Who's the lineup gonna get to first? I mean, the Rox, you see them. Like I said, they're starting to figure out Harrington likes that first pitch fastball, and they're going to jump all over it. And they're just going to drive one and get some runs on the boards for Svensson.
There's certainly no need to really get the bullpens going the way these 2 men are pitching so far here tonight. Scoreless game. It's been a well-played game so far. No errors. And if you're a Red Sox fan, some good news so far tonight. Like I said before, Devers, he got the night started against the Blue Jays. Made the game 2-0 with a 2-run blast, and then Christian Vasquez hit a ground rule double to make it 3-0. And Jackie Bradley had a single to make it 4-0. So the Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays early, 4-0. They've had a tough season so far, no doubt about that.
Yeah, they need to turn around quick and start playing some better ball consistently. And obviously it starts with that bullpen just coming through and not having these back-breaking games where you get a good start or a good effort, good game by the lineup, good hitting effort, and then you get the bullpen who comes in sometimes just blows it, and that's deflating for a team.
They've been a mess, yeah.
We got some other action around the league too right now. We got the Bristol Blues playing the Pittsfield Suns. They're up currently. The Pittsfield Suns are up 6-0 in the top of the 4th. Then you got the North Shore Navigators against the Westfield Starfires as the Navigators lead 7-0 in the bottom of the 4th.
So back here for the bottom of the 4th, Casey O'Loughlin, Cam Thompson, and Anthony Calarco for the Brockton Rox. O'Loughlin grounded out to second base in his first plate appearance, as that ball bounces to the plate for a ball to even it at 1-1. Both offenses quiet for the most part. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Takes the low pitch, just a ball. Right down at the ankles was that one to make it 2-1. This will be pitch number 50 for Patrick Harrington. And here it comes. Here's the swing. Another foul. Make it 2-2. He's a guy that just gets the ball and he fires it right away. He wastes no time.
Yeah, he's a quick worker, and that's something that gets him in rhythm. So what you got to do for that is you got to create some good at-bats and get some base runners.
And just like that, Casey O'Loughlin laces that ball down the right field line. Quickly, the Brockton Rox have a man on first base with no one out, and that's a good way to start the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, you get the leadoff runner on, and you haven't had that all game, so let's see if they can make something out of it and advance him to second and get him in scoring position there.
As you see there on the replay, just the right fielder, that's all he could do, throw it back in as fast as possible. You know, Casey O'Loughlin reaches easily there. He's 1 for 2, and now that brings up the left fielder Cam Thompson, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking his first plate appearance.
Yeah, and that was just an inside fastball there to Thompson. He does what he's supposed to do, pulls that thing to right field, and it's rewarded with the single.
First pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. See if Casey O'Loughlin goes to second or any hit and run situation here. I know there's no score. You never know what can happen, though, with a man on first.
Seems like in these games, we've seen a lot of these close games with the Rox. Andy Terrio, once he gets that base runner and he starts to smell any bit of blood, he attacks. He starts getting aggressive on the base pass. So, I mean, and there it is, and he's still second. Yeah,
he decides to go to second as we're saying that, and he was safe pretty easily there. So a nice job by the Brockton Rox coach Terrio, get a man in scoring position, and a good time to have someone in scoring position, especially with nobody out in the inning.
Just as I was talking about that, as soon as he sees any bit of light, he goes after it. Coach Andy Terrio sends O'Loughlin, and just like that, first bit of trouble for Harrington.
Takes a quick look at second base. That pitch misses by a lot. Gets by the catcher. And just like that, the man that was at second goes to third base. O'Loughlin is only 90 feet away from scoring.
That's a great awareness by O'Loughlin. Not every player would have got the third on that. They,
Right.
would have been a little hesitant. He jumped right on that and only 60 feet away from the home plate.
Yeah, he had no play at third base. Easily gets past the catcher. And a wild pitch, unlikely really, for Patrick Harrington, who's been pitching pretty well so far. Fastball is in there for strike 2. So see if Cam Thompson can get the first Brockton Rox run across. Only in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Man, Harrington would love a strikeout right here to not advance that runner to home.
Well, the infield is playing in, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging foul. Infield obviously stays in with a man on third base, trying to limit the run to score.
If you're Thompson, you're looking to get something to be able to drive to the outfield to get this runner home.
Well, here's the breaking ball that doesn't break for ball 3. So now a full count, and you need to throw a strike here.
Yeah, although you walk him, it does set up the double play.
Wouldn't be a bad thing, but then once again you get 2 guys on base with no out. So a big 3-2 pitch. Here comes the pitch, and he swings, staying alive with another foul. Making the pitch count go up now a little bit.
Yeah, get him up to 58, and so no outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Anthony Calarco, the third baseman, waits on deck. He will be getting up this inning.
Yeah, it looks like some guys are starting to warm up their arms a little bit in the bullpen over there for Nashua. See you guys doing some stretches. And
I mean, this will be pitch number 60. So it's not like he's in tons of trouble, but still a good amount of pitches. 9th pitch of the at-bat now, so good at-bat here. Trying to get the Rox on the scoreboard. Here comes the 3-2 pitch once again. He swings, another foul.
yeah, so great at bat here by Thompson. I mean, forcing the 3-2 count now. He's just staying alive and really forcing Harrington to work.
And he hasn't had the best year offensively, Cam Thompson, but this would be one of his shining moments. Get the first run across, see if he can do it. Another 3-2 pitch coming up, and here it is. Swinging at the breaking ball for strike 3. Nice pitch there from Patrick Harrington.
Yeah, great job there by Harrington. That breaking ball. As it looked like Thompson was expecting fastball.
Yeah, he was off there. He looked confused that pitch was coming. Throwing a lot of fastballs, and you get fooled with a breaking ball, not expecting it. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Anthony Calarco, who got on base with a single his first time up. Takes the fastball on the outside corner for a strike.
It looked a little bit outside.
Yeah, he's calling the outside corner now. I mean, it's a good pitch to take, only the first pitch of the at-bat. He takes another pitch that was pretty close, looked like the last one.
That was the same exact. That looked like it was even more in the last one. Doesn't get that call. Yeah, Harrington probably wanted that one and probably said, where was that?
Rox trying to get a run across. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside corner for strike 2.
The same exact. That was the same exact. That was the same exact spot as the first pitch. Yeah, I mean the count should probably be reversed, but Harrington looking to get another big strikeout here.
Here's the pitch, and he gets a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts. That one looked like his fastest pitch of the night. So
yes.
he gets in trouble, and now 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, I mean, so it's just showing Harrington poise. I mean, gets that run to the third, has that pass ball, and I mean, now he's 2 outs, 2 strikeouts right in a row. Doesn't allow that guy to advance, and kind of if they don't get this run in, there's a missed opportunity by the Rox with no outs not to get this runner home from third base.
Yeah, I mean, you expect to score when you have a man on third base with no outs. It would be a disappointment. But still, a chance for Sabatine, the center fielder, struck out looking his first time up. He swings at that one for a foul.
Yeah, not a bad guy to have the guy who, I mean, he obviously struck out the first time, but like I said, a little bit of momentum from last night. See if he can get back on track after the strikeout.
Swinging at the 0-1 pitch. Another foul ball, so a strike away from getting out of this inning with a 0-0 score. Yeah, looks like some light stretching over there in the Silver Knights pen.
If he gets out of this, you can have him sit down for a little bit more.
Well, here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's a good pitch to throw, trying to get him to chase the high fastball. So a ball and 2 strikes. This game just over an hour old.
I feel like here comes a breaking ball. Nope.
He throws the fastball. 3 strikeouts in a row. He gets out of it with a man left on third base. What a pitch. 3 fastballs. Gets them all to strike out. 0-0 score here at Campanelli Stadium. We will be right back after this for the 5th inning.
On behalf of the Brockton Rox, we want to thank all our veterans who came out today. So thank you again for serving. Thank you again for being here at Campanelli Stadium. And just want to let you know that our folks in the VA, the local home war veterans, will honor by providing quality readjustment counseling in a caring manner. That center counselors understand and appreciate veterans' war experiences, while assisting them and their family members toward the successful post-war adjustment in or near their community. The Brockton Vet Center, keeping that promise, is located at 1041L Pearl Street in Brockton, Mass. Please go visit them for further information. Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Benjamin Cowles.
Back here at Campanelli Stadium now for the top of the 5th inning. It will be Ben Cowles, Alex Lane, Luis Atilas for the Silver Knights. Only 2 hits for them, 4 for the Brockton Rox.
Yeah, Svanson going to need another quick inning here to preserve that pitch count.
I mean, not too bad. This will be his 70th pitch, so it's getting up there a little bit. Brockton Rox guys look like they started to get stretching now.
A little bit of action going on over there.
Ben Cowles struck out looking earlier in this one. 1 ball and 1 strike. It looks like a breaking ball. It's going to be a high fly ball. Second baseman and first baseman both there. The second baseman calls off the first baseman, Gabe Gioso, as Eddie Hart makes the catch for out number 1.
And yeah, I mean, I think we can say we're in a pitching duel.
Yeah, right now, good defense, good pitching. That's why we get a 0-0 score.
Both pitchers both only been in trouble once.
Yeah, and getting out of it.
And both responding back with strikeouts. Coming right back and answering with sitting you down without letting you put it into play to advance the runner.
Alex Lane, now the catcher, gets his second chance of the night. 0 for 1 so far. Luis Atilas waits on deck. And you can't score 17 runs every night like the Rox did last night.
No, and that was an aberration. They've only had two games they've scored over double digits.
That pitch was close. Looked like it was close to the inside corner. Very unusual to have him down. Now it's 3 balls, no strikes. So Lane looking to get on base for his first time. Here comes the 3-0 pitch, and he takes the fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, and that was a 100% take there. Obviously, I mean, if you're either team, you'll take a base runner, however you can get it.
And a 0-0 game. So 3-1. See if he goes back to his fastball. That's been effective the whole night. He gets his signs. Here's the pitch. Swings at that one to make it now 3-2 after the foul ball.
Yeah, good call there, Justin. I mean, you'd think that'd be a pitch you'd have to go to there, most consistently thrown for a strike ball. I mean, he had 52 strikes, only 24 balls, though. He's throwing a lot of strikes tonight. He's only had 1 walk, right? Correct?
Yeah, he hit someone. There's the 3-2 pitch, looking for strike 3. Right down at the knee, so he comes back. It was 3 balls and no strikes. 3 straight strikes right there for out number 2. Nice pitch there for Matt Svanson.
Yeah, real nice pitch, and the big man, Alex Lane, 6'5", also 6'5" against 6'5". There's really nothing he could do with that pitch at his knees.
Thought it was ball 4, but he sees it go right across his knees. And the strikeout pitch continues to work here. Third baseman Luis Atil is now singled his first time up. As Swanson looking for another 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 5th. 1-0 pitch he swings at. It's going to go foul. If he straightened that thing out, that would have been an easy double, maybe triple.
Yeah, and Atlas got that single earlier in the game. So one of the one of 2 hits for the Silver Knights.
Count is 1-1 as that ball goes past Gabby Cruz. Luckily, nobody on base. So Ben Irvine, the center fielder, waits on deck. See if he will get up now or if he's going to have to wait until the 6th inning. Here's the 2-1 check swing, but no doubt about that one. He did go to make it 2-2 with 2 outs.
Yeah, that was a nasty pitch there by Swanson.
From one end of the plate to the other.
Yeah, there was no way for him to get to that.
So here it comes. Here's his set. Here's the pitch, missing outside.
So Swanson laboring a little bit here, back-to-back full counts, up at 82 pitches.
Hopefully he can get out of it here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swings at the low one, and that's going to be strike 3. Another strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts. It'll be interesting to see if they keep him in there for the 6th. I don't see why they wouldn't unless he has a pitch count limit from his college, but we'll see what happens. But a nice outing so far.
No, you got to believe he's going to come out and start the 6th. I mean, you have to let him. He's at 83, so he can at least give you one more. And if he gets in any trouble, then you'll probably see Andy Terrio pull him. But a great job so far. Only 2 hits. He has 8 strikeouts.
He's been awesome. As Patrick Harrington will be out there for another inning, he goes out for his warm-up pitches.
Yeah, Harrington's going to come out with. He's at 70 pitches with 7 strikeouts.
It's just been a nice night for the pitching, really.
Yeah, I like watching coming and doing this broadcasting for the Rox. I like watching the pitching duels.
Yeah.
Obviously everyone loves to see offense and home runs, but when 2 pitchers are going at it, there's not much better in baseball than when 2 guys are dealing.
A good pitching duel. You expect both these guys to be the 1 and 2 starters for their playoff teams if they both make the playoffs. Looks like they both should.
Yeah, barring like you said, the Starfire's 4 games back.
Starfire's catching fire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You had to. But it was a good. But 4 games back. So obviously, they hope to catch fire and try to catch these guys. And the Nashua Silver Knights, they were higher up in the standings a few weeks ago. They've been struggling, like you said, 5 games in a row lost. So the Starfires, they have to jump on them now while they're struggling.
Yeah.
And the Starfires, not tonight, they're down 7-0 to the North Shore Navigators in the 5th inning. As the Pittsfield Suns lead the Bristol Blues in the 5th inning 7-0 also.
So other games going around the league. Not too many days off, really, for these players. Lots of baseball. Patrick Harrington back out there, and here he is. First pitch swinging. Goes under the first baseman's glove. And just like that, here goes Spencer Smith to first base.
Yeah, jumping on that first pitch was Spencer Smith and just got the awkward hop at first, and LaRocca just can't come up with it.
Really a ball, as you can see here on the replay, that he should have made. Just a high bounce, goes under his glove, and that's going to be ruled an error.
Yeah, I tried to just scoop it like that and couldn't come up with it.
So early trouble here now in the bottom of the 5th. The top of the order will be up for the 3rd time. Eddie Hart, the second baseman, trying to get on base for his first time. Last time he swung at his first pitch, he saw.
Maybe you got to expect him to be maybe a little more patient, even though, like I said, that seems like the pitch to jump on.
A little bit of reminiscent of last inning. The Rox got their first guy on base, but then 3 straight outs, 3 straight strikeouts. But Eddie Hart trying to make something happen now. Harrington looks over to Spencer Smith at first base, trying to keep him close. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Very close, but that's going to be called a ball.
Yeah, and Spencer Smith, I mean, I was making sure I saw this right. 7 stolen bases on the season for Smith.
So definitely a guy that can steal.
Yeah, and he's gonna try to play with Harrington here, get in his head a little bit, make him think more, try to get him off his game. And
I thought he was going there.
Yeah, we'll see if he ends up taking off here. I mean, if it's anything like what Andy Terrio, the mindset he had last inning, you get that runner on, you got to try to get him in scoring position with the way that Harrington's been going.
Nice swing there by Eddie Hart, just a little too late. So let's see if there's any hit and run here, if he's going to steal second base. With the leadoff man here, you expect more speed to come on the base paths if Eddie Hart gets on.
Yeah, and a good guy to have up here. He can make contact, so a good guy to put the hit and run in effect.
1-2 pitch right down the middle. The fastball for strike 3. Eddie Hart not too pleased, but he's going to go down looking. He's now 0 for 3.
Yeah, tough night for Eddie Hart. And, yeah, he's going to go to 0 for 3. So Mitch D'Onofrio, another guy that you could put the hit and run into play.
Just a nice pitch, really, on the outside corner. Fastball has been magical. Mitch D'Onofrio now with a man on first base and 1 out. Swings at the first pitch he sees. The center fielder's under it. A couple steps back towards center field, and he's under that one for out number 2. So D'Onofrio swings right away. Just like that, 2 quick outs.
Yeah, and Harrington, this is just going to extend the life of him in these quick outs.
Well, Gabby Cruz, the catcher, is already 2 for 2, so if you want someone up that's been swinging the bat good in this one, that's going to be Gabby Cruz with 2 singles.
I could use something here. Use something here in the gap by Cruz.
You never want to make your third out at second base on a steal, so we're going to see if they're careful with him at first base. Cruz swings at the first pitch he sees. It's going to be a long foul ball. So still only 4 hits now for the Brockton Rox after that error. 2 hits for the Silver Knights. This game is moving along here. No score. And the count's 0-1 to Cruz. Here comes the breaking ball. That's going to miss just high for ball 1.
Man, that just missed. That breaking ball just missed.
Yeah, that was close.
55 strikes and only 23 balls.
He's working very nicely. 1-1 pitches. Swung at, really not even close there. Spencer Smith trying to play some games now with Patrick Harrington. Faking the steal, seeing if he's actually going to go now with 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Not really phasing him, though, as he knows that his pitches are working tonight, and he's just attacking the batter.
And here comes the pitch. Gabby Cruz swings it, and it goes right to left field. Nice piece of hitting by Gabby Cruz. So just like that, Gabby Cruz is 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Yeah, 3 of the 5 hits for the Rox coming off the bat of Gabby Cruz. He just gets a fastball up in the zone again and drives it past the shortstop.
Benjamin Cowles with a nice effort over there. Tries to make a diving stop. As here comes the coach for the Silver Knights. It's going to be an interesting conversation now with 2 outs and 2 men on.
Yeah, and it's just going to be you got to believe it's just going to be a conversation, just a little chat with him as he's been rolling. I mean, and really the only guy that's done any damage to him has been Gabby Cruz, and now he's at first base. So 3
of their 5 hits. So
yeah, so just just attack the hitter. No, don't really worry about the base runners right now for him.
As the whole infield comes in, has a talk with Patrick Harrington. The home plate umpire is not letting them stay up there long as here he comes. So another situation for the Brockton Rox. You get men on base. You get another guy in scoring position. Patrick Harrington's been able to get out of every jam he's been in tonight. Really hasn't been in too many.
No, he's only been in that other one last inning, and he got out of that with a strikeout.
See if Gabe Gioso can get on base for his second time after getting hit by a pitch. Striking out, swinging. It's the last time he was up there. And here comes the first pitch to Gioso. The runner goes for third. The catcher throws down, and he's going to be out. Not too happy as Andy Terrio And the Brockton Rox get their third out at third base. Not the best way to do things. As you can see here on the replay, he steals right away. He has a big lead over there at second base. And the throw looks like it was just in time, very close at third base. But just like that, we are still scoreless. We will be right back after this.
You go at Brockton Rox on Instagram.
Alright, if you want to follow Twitter, how do you follow?
Twitter at Rox Baseball. On Facebook, just search Brockton Rox.
Well, then, Dave, thanks again, John. You're new us here. Did you break up our pages?
Well, what's he at? Oh, that's Aaron. Sorry, top 6. Back here at Campanelli Stadium, Ben Irvine, the center fielder, leads things off for the Silver Knights, followed by the top of the order, Kyle Sandstrom and Connor Blandini. And like you said before, it wasn't the greatest decision, I don't think, really, that last play at third base where he stole. Swinging at the first pitch, the shortstop has it. Spencer Smith throws over to first base. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, so exactly what Svanson needs is he's up to 84 pitches, only gets 1 pitch, 1 out, and he's going to be on a short leash here as they got someone warming in the bullpen. But let's go back to that play. I mean, Andy Terrell's had some great bullpen calls, and he makes a lot of great calls. But that's one I don't agree with, because Spencer Smith is fast, and I mean Gioso's one of your best hitters. If he puts something, if he just gets a single, he's going to probably score from second.
Yeah,
anyways,
like we were saying, a base hit either way, he would have scored. So, I mean. So the Brockton Rox have someone warming up in the bullpen now. It's going to be number 26, William Gallagher.
I've seen Gallagher a few times this season. He's got some good stuff.
Yeah, he's pitched in relief a good amount so far in the season. Let's see if Svanson can get out of things here. Needs 2 more outs in the 6th inning. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, swinging right up the middle, and that's a nice piece of hitting there by the leadoff man, Kyle Sandstrom. That's his second base hit of the game.
Yeah, and the third hit, and he's got 2 out of 3 for the Rox. So really the only guy who's given any trouble to Svanson. And you got to believe he's got some speed.
Yeah, he definitely got some speed over there. It's going to be interesting to see with 1 out and a guy on first base. As that pitch is swung at off the mound, the second baseman has it, throws to first. Kind of a weird play there to get out number 2.
Yeah, and that was a good job by Eddie Hart, just being committed to the out at first, because he could have maybe thought he had a chance at second somehow, but that ball bounces off the mound a little bit, and
kind of a break for the Rox.
Yeah, and
yeah, that was a weird play. I mean, it could have been a double play, so either way the Rox get the second out of the inning. A runner's in scoring position, but either way this could be the last batter that Matt Swanson faces on the night. See if he can get him here. Really, 2 quick outs after you get a man on second base.
Yeah, and I mean, Svanson just empty the tank right here.
See what Mike LaRocca can do with 2 outs here. LaRocca's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both swinging. Guys warming up in both bullpens now. Number 42 will be warming up in the other bullpen.
That ball just a little outside, but I mean that call has been given to Harrington a few times.
As he's behind LaRocca with 2 balls and no strikes and 2 outs here, top of the 6th inning. LaRocca calls time. Once again, thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Justin Miller alongside Nick Capiccioni on a beautiful Tuesday night from Campanelli Stadium. 2 balls, no strikes. He swings. A nice play by the first baseman. What a play over there. Gabe Gioso saves a run from scoring in a heck of an outing from Matt Swanson. Really could have been the play of the game. Jumps to his right, makes the nice play just like that. 3 outs.
Wow, well, that's a web, Jim. If you ever had one, you can see Svanson stays after to give him a high five and says thanks, man, because that could have put him in the on the hook for the loss with a run. It would definitely have been a run on the board. So if that's it for Svanson, I mean, 6 innings of shutout baseball, only 3 hits and 8 strikeouts.
Heck of a job. Whether that's the end or not, I mean, his pitch count's pretty high. He's done a good job here tonight. The Brockton Rox just need to get some runs across the scoreboard now.
Yeah, and you got to believe that's it. 91 pitches. I don't think he'll end up unless they bring him out on a even shorter leash.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do. I mean, he's only allowed 3 hits. 2 of them were to the same batter, the leadoff man, Kyle Sandstrom. Heck of a performance here tonight.
Yeah, and it looks like Svanson's going to be all done. He's walking. That's him right there. He looks like he's walking back down to the bullpen.
He did his job, that's for sure. 6 innings, what more could you ask for from him? I mean, 3 hits, no runs. One of the best performances I've seen from the Brockton Rox starters really so far this season.
Yeah, there's a reason he has the 1.85 ERA. And that's going to go down a little lower after tonight.
He's going to finish with 8 strikeouts, not bad for 6 innings. As the Red Sox got another run across the scoreboard. Bogarts with a ground ball makes it 5-0, but then the Blue Jays come back in the bottom of the 2nd with a ground rule double. It's 5-1 in the top of the 3rd. The Red Sox lead.
I need to see them win a few series against quality teams.
Yeah, the Blue Jays stink. So really,
they should take care of business, and then I gotta see them win some series against the Indians, Houston, the Yankees, Tampa Bay, some quality teams.
The Yankees got their number. That London series was unbelievable. Runs all over the place in that series.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there was all over the place. Not too many home runs, but a lot of runs.
As Gabe Gioso lifts that ball, the right fielder loses his hat on the way, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Gabe Gioso just a little too much under that baseball. He's 0 for 2.
Yeah, and the swinging at the first pitch strategy that they're jumping on here is helping out Harrington, keeping his pitch count down.
Yeah, it's keeping it down, and he's done just as good of a job, really, as Matt Swanson's done on the mound. As that pitch gets away from the catcher. Casey O'Laughlin up for the 3rd time. Cam Thompson will be on deck. O'Laughlin with a single, his 2nd time up. Trying to get his 2nd hit of the game. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swinging for a foul.
And just you guys on Facebook Live, I see Matthew Korzek said he likes this new layout. Just so you know, it's because we got the great people of Bridgewater Community Access Television here doing the game. They do 1 game a year, and we wish this could be every game, but it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's great having them here with these instant replays and everything. Makes it easy for us seeing the plays up a little closer than we usually do.
Yeah, it's easier to see. It's easier to see where the pitches are in the zone and what it is, and yeah, I mean this is what it feels like.
But either way, we're seeing a good pitching duel tonight. If you like to see a lot of offense, this is not the game to see. But you never know. We're in the 6th inning still. Sometimes when you go to the bullpen, sometimes it can get a little wild. You never know what really happens.
Yeah, definitely. Once you can get the starter out, so the Silver Knights are definitely hoping to keep a 0 on the board here, because now you're gonna get Svanson out of the game. See if they can jump on the bullpen of the Rox.
There's a 1-2 pitch, misses down low. So nice job by Alex Lane, stopping mostly everything so far. O'Loughlin, it'd be nice to see him get another hit. Here comes the pitch. That one was close, just missing outside. Still 5 hits to 3. 1 error for the Silver Knights, none for the Rox. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to protect there on the inside as the count remains full.
Yeah, good job there, just fighting that one off to see another day here against Harrington and try to get this pitch count up. And I'm sure the Rox are trying to get him out of the game
as soon as possible. Another 3-2 pitch misses up high. Unusual to get a walk, but we got one here. And the Brockton Rox have a man on first with 1 out.
Yeah, and O'Loughlin was the one that got on those few innings ago, stole second, and then got the third on that pass ball and didn't end up scoring. So see if Coach Andy Terry will send us some signs over there to O'Loughlin, see if he's going to send him here again.
They've been aggressive, really, for the entire game. You can't get too aggressive like last time. You got thrown out at third base, but you need to get that run across sometime.
Yeah, definitely a better chance of stealing second than third. That's known.
Cam Thompson, not the best night so far. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. As he swings at that one, the right fielder comes in a little bit. Should be an easy out, and it is. Nice job by Jared Dupere there in right field to get out number 2. That's an easy play for the right fielder. You just go a little bit to your right, a couple of steps. Andy Calarco will be the batter, but we will see if he's going to face Patrick Harrington as the coach comes out. See if it's going to be a quick visit or if that's going to be it for him.
Well, I did see a lefty warming up in the bullpen, and Calarco is a switch hitter, though, so I don't know if they must know that. He was batting lefty all game, but obviously he's going to go to the right side. He's a little better from the left side this season. Stats are close, but he's got the home run from the left side.
I mean, either way, it was a good performance.
Yeah, good performance there from Patrick Harrington as he's going to go 5 2/3 with 9 strikeouts, allowing no runs and only 5 hits.
It's going to be number 42. The Brockton Rox are on both sides of this score sheet.
Yeah, we got is George Welch out of St. Joseph's and Derry, New Hampshire.
So really his only job right now, get this third out of the 6th inning and see if they're going to keep him in for a little longer than that. But Harrington comes out, 88 pitches for him to finish the night. Really not too bad. George Welch, there he is, nice and close. With Bridgewater TV showing the graphic for George Welch, number 42. And a man on first base for the Brockton Rox.
And Welsh with this looks like his first pitching appearance of the season.
Wow. Either that or they just haven't put his stats down, but
I mean, they got the rest of the team, so I mean, this is updated pretty quick. I mean, they already got the stuff from last night from the Rox, so I mean, it
must be his first appearance of the year. I mean, he comes in a pretty big situation. A guy on first base with 2 outs. And Anthony Calarco's 1 for 2. He singled way back in the beginning of this game, and he struck out swinging his second time. Calarco looking for his second hit. Looked like that was a breaking ball in that last warm-up pitch.
I like the analysis of the warm-up pitches. Breaking it down.
Yeah.
Fastball, outside corner. Yeah.
Looked like a strike from here, a little outside, a little inside.
All right. Calarco, I wonder if they had to have known he's a switch hitter. So, I mean, they couldn't have been trying to go lefty against lefty.
Either that or they thought they didn't want him throwing too many pitches. I mean, a lot of times these colleges just tell him you can't throw more than a certain amount of pitches. And he threw 88. Maybe it was 90 was his limit or something. Who knows? But either way, Patrick Harrington did his job, and now Anthony Calarco trying to do his job for the Brockton Rox.
Yeah, so we just saw the bullpen. We got a close-up here. In the bullpen is Jack Rose, the lefty for the Rox, and Owen Langen, the righty out of Northeastern for the Rox in the bullpen right now. One of those two is going to come into the game.
First pitch of the season from the new pitchers down for a ball. So a slight lead over there at first base for O'Laughlin. See if he wants to go anywhere. Here comes the 1-0. He swings at right up the middle. The pitcher almost got it, but the shortstop will go to the ball, and he got no play, kind of slips. Hopefully he didn't roll an ankle over there, but either way, the Brockton Rox got men on first and second.
Yeah, so good way to good job getting the bat on the ball there, and just almost had that too by Welsh.
That would have been a top 10 nominee.
Yeah, that would have been a great play, but can't come up with it. So now it gets a little more difficult for him stepping up is Sabatine.
It looks like Ben Cowles just rolled an ankle over there at shortstop, trying to get the ball, almost went behind him. But either way, it's first and second with 2 outs, and the Brockton Rox have another chance to score a run as the umpire calls time. Sabatine's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, 1 looking and 1 swinging. Quick look at second base. Now the pitch inside, almost hit him.
And Welch kind of has that little hitch with his release as you watch his arm. It doesn't go. It's not like a fluid motion.
Right.
Looks like a guy with his leg kick, too. A guy, I mean, obviously, I don't think they're going to try to steal third again.
No, I wouldn't do it.
But it looks like something you can get a good jump on.
So that pitch looked pretty good, just missing for a ball, so 2-0. See if he has the green light with 2 balls and no strikes. A little bit of a slow delay. He gets the ball and takes his time a lot more than Patrick Harrington. He just fired it in right away. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. He swings at the third baseman, makes a nice stop. All he has to do is tag the runner. What a play over there. Luis Atiles, a game-changing play. We are still scoreless. As you see on the replay, a rocket. Third baseman goes on his knees, makes the stop, tags the base runner. As we head to the top of the 7th, nice play by the third baseman. We will be back right after this. Back here now. New pitcher in for the Brockton Rox is Jack Rose. Plays his college ball at Hartford, and he's from Monroe, Connecticut.
Yeah, and I mean, he's coming in at 6'5", just like Svanson. Same height. And he's had 3 appearances on the season, 7.1 innings pitched with just 6 walks and 6 strikeouts, posting an ERA of 13.50.
Wow.
So, obviously, Jack Rose trying to get that down tonight and keep this a scoreless game.
Talk about a big spot for this man. Getting late into the night here. Pretty quick game so far. Campanelli Stadium, only 8:22, so this game's moving along nicely, but a big situation, big spot for Jack Rose.
And something I've noticed over these past few weeks with Coach Andy Terrio in the bullpen is he's still trying to figure out guys
who to use,
best places, what they're going to be good at, the long relief, the setup guy, where they work in high pressure situations, or they're not really almost built for that. So he's trying to configure his bullpen going into the second half of the season. So this may be a chance for Jack Rose to see what he can do in a big situation.
Kind of like the Red Sox trying to figure out who to use in their bullpen, who their closer is, what Matt Barnes is. I mean, it's been terrible so far in their bullpen. The Brockton Rox trying to figure things out. Owen Langan saved a lot of games so far for them, but besides that, trying to figure out the 7th inning man, the 8th inning man, as Dylan Jones leads things off now.
And that report about the Boston Red Sox today that they're gonna Evaldi when he comes back from injury is gonna be the closer, and he's saying that he'd rather be a starter.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting, something to monitor there for sure.
But obviously, I mean, you saw him in the World Series the way he pitched, and
he was unbelievable.
I think that's a good place for him. It's just he has to fully. Is he gonna buy into it?
I mean, he throws hard, and it's better than anything that we've been throwing out there right now.
Yeah, but if the guy doesn't want to do it, he's not fully gonna buy. He needs to buy into it and want to be that.
I mean, he's good as a starter. He's been pretty good his whole career as a starter, so it's going to be interesting to see if he's actually going to be the closer. Stephen Wright just came back, too. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, Evaldi definitely has the stuff to be a closer, as you were saying, that fastball, and, I mean, he definitely has the stuff.
Dylan Jones laces that one to left field, but the Brockton Rox left fielder, Cam Thompson, will be under it for out number 1. So Dylan Jones now 0 for 3. Jared Dupree, the right fielder, he's 0 for 2.
Yeah, and that's a good, 3 pitches and an out for Jack Rose, so getting a quick out here in the 7th.
4 pitches, 1 out, not too bad. He fakes the bunt as that one almost bounced up and hit the home plate umpire. So Jared Dupree, then Ben Cowles, the shortstop, on deck. Both of these guys looking for their first hit. Still stuck with only 3.
And this game absolutely moving. We're in the 7th inning and not even 2 hours in. Just under 2 hours, but
it's not even fully dark out yet either. In the summer, it gets dark later. As the lights are obviously on. Here comes the 1-1 down low for a ball. Nice stop. Back-to-back nice stops by Gabby Cruz.
Yeah, Gabby Cruz has played a good job with that tonight. I mean, barely any pass balls, would it? I think Svanson might add 2.
I mean, that one, can't control that there.
And as I say that, of course, wild pitch by Cruz.
I mean, every time he's done that, there's been no one on base, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the first time that he did just coming into the game. But Gabby Cruz has been solid. He's been solid. He's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung at, foul ball. Almost another nice stop by the first base coach. So now the count's full. Nobody on base. He gets his signs from Gabby Cruz.
Definitely an important guy to get out here.
A good at bat. He's had a couple good at bats here tonight. As the first base coach throws that one into the Brockton Rox dugout. And the thing you see in this league, after 10 innings, if you're still tied, you go to a home run derby, which is an interesting thing.
Yeah, I've yet to see one of those.
It's all right. As that ball bounces up every single row for a foul. It's kind of interesting to see a home run derby. I mean, it's nicer to have a team win after 9 innings.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down. It might come down to a 1-run game in this game with the way it's been.
3-2 pitch again. Just foul. So a heck of an at bat is Jack Rose trying to get the out.
A 9th pitch this at bat. So really making them work.
You got Dylan Jones pretty easily, and now the right fielder with a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch once again. He swings at that. That's going to be a high fly ball. The center fielder calls him off. Takes a while for that one to come down, but it finally does, and Mike Sabatine has out number 2.
Yeah, and just too much underneath that, especially with Sabatine out there with all that speed, and that's just a pop fly for him.
And that brings up the shortstop, Ben Cowles, another guy that's 0 for 2. Struck out looking and then got out again. So he's trying to get his first hit, just like most of these Silver Knights are.
Yeah, they're all struggling. I mean, Sandstorm has got those 2 hits, and then Atilas has that other hit. So everyone else, 0 for.
Yeah, nothing else happening on offense for them. It's not like the Brockton Rox are really hitting the ball that hard either. Mostly singles. Actually, all singles so far.
I mean, Cruz has hit the ball hard. He's hit ground balls and that one line drive. Cruz has definitely been hitting the ball hard tonight. 3 for 3.
1-1 is the count, and here's the pitch. Catching the outside corner for strike 2. So Jack Rose comes into this game. You didn't know what to expect, but so far so good. See if this will be the last pitch of the top of the 7th. Gabby Cruz gives him his signs. Here he sees him. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swings at the ball in the dirt for strike 3. The throw from Gabby Cruz to first base, and that's nice and easy. 1-2-3 inning for Jack Rose, the lefty. He gets it done as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch time here now at Campanelli Stadium. 6 hits for the Brockton Rox, 3 for the Silver Knights. It's been all about the pitching here tonight.
Yeah, and that's a big inning for a guy. I mean, Jack Rose comes in, obviously hasn't seen too much work, but comes in with that inflated ERA. So that's big. That's huge for his confidence. I mean, he's obviously struggled a little bit this year, and that's huge to get that out. And the great pitch there to get him to chase for that strike 3. And I want to get your opinion earlier. We stopped the basketball talk because it got back to the game. I want to get your opinion on the Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant team up in Brooklyn. Obviously, it's not going to come to fruition this year, as Durant's probably going to sit out all season. But what do you think when that team comes full circle? You know they got a good lineup. I mean, I know you watch basketball. They got a deep, young, hard-playing lineup. But how do you think that's going to pan out?
I mean, this year, obviously, I think they should still make the playoffs, but with no Durant this year, they also got DeAndre Jordan, don't forget. He's not the best offensive center, but he's a good guy on defense, gets a lot of blocks. But obviously in a couple years, when Durant's fully healthy, Kyrie Irving's fully healthy, you expect that team to be the favorites in the East.
And people like, I mean, and you hear the guys who know and watch a lot of basketball. This team, they made it to the playoffs and pushed Philly to 5. And they got guys like Karis LeVert, Joe Harris, Spencer Dinwiddie. They signed Garrett Temple, just really good NBA players, and a lot of young guys. As Jared Allen, obviously,
good center.
Yeah, he became famous for all those blocks on Giannis and LeBron and Anthony Davis, and a rim protector. And they got shooters around these guys. And now they got the superstars, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
And they might not be too bad this year. When you have a player like Kyrie Irving, you expect your team to be at least pretty good. But the East, it might be wide open. It's gonna be interesting to see what Kawhi Leonard decides to do. If he goes back to Toronto, if he goes to LA, I wouldn't be a fan of that.
No, I mean, it's between them 3. I guess he's meeting with the Raptors. What I saw in the most recent report is he's meeting with the Raptors tonight. He already met with the Clippers today
really?
And the Lakers. And so
stay up late tonight, see what happens if he makes a decision.
Leave it to Kawhi to be quiet.
Yeah, literally.
You like it today, quiet. He's been. Why would I mean? You know that. I mean, everyone's waiting on him, especially some other free agents. Danny Green came out and said he's waiting to see what
Kawhi does.
Yeah, because he wants to go there.
I mean, if Kawhi leaves, I assume Danny Green's leaving too. I mean, not the best player, good 3-point shooter. Also, Marcus Morris, probably not coming back to the Celtics. It doesn't seem like.
No, Danny Green can be a good. He's shown obviously he was on that Raptors team. He was on the San Antonio Spurs championships teams. He can be a good player on a good team.
Yeah, but a lot of movement around the whole NBA. D'Angelo Russell going to Golden State with Steph Curry, so Golden State should be good again. A lot of moving pieces there with Iguodala and Durant out.
Yeah, and they're going to wait for Klay Thompson to come back from that ACL. Not sure if he's going to return this year.
The NBA could be pretty open this year. The first time in a long time it's been like this.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
The first pitch misses, and apparently it hit the batter. Let's see what the umpire calls here. It looked like he called time. Spencer Smith's the first batter of the bottom of the 7th inning. So what Spencer Smith did, he bunted. It looked like it hit him, and now we're going to have a full conversation between the umpire, Spencer Smith, and Andy Terrio. As both umpires are going to go talk about this and see what happened.
What are they saying? They hit the bat?
Yeah, but he faked the bunt but he might have not pulled back in time, so it could be a strike.
Let's see.
We're going to see on the replay here. He says it hit his elbow.
I didn't see much. It might have. There's not enough.
It didn't look like it did.
Yeah, that shot isn't one of the. It doesn't. You can't really clearly see it. You know, you can't clearly see if that hit his elbow.
He's not going to be going to first base. They're going to call it a strike. It's 0-1. Not too much of an argument there.
Good try by Smith though to try to show the spot in his elbow.
And he swings at that one. The catcher's going to have a running start. Throws to first base. He's not going to throw to first base. He knew he got beat, so he's going to be on either way.
Yeah, not even close with the speed of Smith. Obviously, we talked about earlier, 7 steals on the season. Almost was safe there at third, but got thrown out. So, I mean, I expect Terrio here in the bottom of the 7th to send Smith. And we got to believe, especially with that, with the release of Welch, that kind of awkward arm like hitch he has in the leg kick. You got to believe he's probably going to send Smith.
And he gets speed over there. And now you get the top of the order for the 4th time this game. Man on first, no outs. He bunts it, and it's going to be a bunt foul. Eddie Hart's been struggling. He's 0 for 3. This is the part of the order you want up with a man on first and nobody out.
Yeah, and he was struggling against Patrick Harrington, who basically, I mean, the whole lineup was really struggling other than Gabby Cruz. So kind of some new life here for the lineup. See if they can get the offense going here in the 7th.
He bunts again. This time he gets the bunt down. The pitcher gets it, throws to first base. Watch out, the runner's heading for third. He gets there safely as the third base coach, the manager for the Brockton Rox, goes flying to avoid the baseball. Andy Terrio just took it. Oh, my God. Imagine if that hit him.
I'd like to see that on replay. I mean, that was good right there. He's kind of wincing a little bit, holding his knees, laughing with Smith a little bit there. It's great awareness by Smith, I mean, to take that and see that the third baseman wasn't there, and just like that.
Unbelievable awareness over there on the base paths. We talked about his speed when he got on base, and just like that, he's at third base with 1 out in a huge spot for Mitch Denorfio. Gonna have to ask Coach Terrio about that after the game, going down on his knees.
I was just writing that.
Well, the Rox run is now 90 feet away with 1 out. Denorfio swings and misses again. No balls and 2 strikes.
I mean, he went down. He dove to make sure he wasn't going to get hit. That's good.
Could be a classic picture to have.
D'Onofrio's struggling tonight, but he's got the lefty on righty matchup here.
And he already has 23 RBIs on the season. Trying to get that 24th, maybe the 25th if he gets a home run.
I mean, he's tied for the lead before tonight. I don't know what has been going on with Jackson Peterson, the catcher for the Pittsfield Suns, but he tied him up last night with a 3-run blast, and they got 7 runs in that game against the Blues. So
the bottom of the 7th inning, and still a scoreless game here on a Tuesday night at Campanelli Stadium. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out for Denorfio. Here's the pitch, here's the swing. Denorfio laces that one into center field. The Rox finally have a run on the scoreboard. It's 1-0. Mitch Denorfio gets the job done like he's been doing all season. It's 1-0 Brockton here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, and D'Onofrio delivers. I mean, that's what he does. Obviously, that's why he's the league leader in almost every category. I mean, gets his 24th RBI of the season, and more importantly, the Rox now lead 1-0 in the bottom of the 7th, so just what they needed for this bullpen.
Talk about a crazy sequence of events. Terrio goes down, and then Denorfio comes through with a big base hit, and finally we have a run to 1-0 Brockton.
Terrio goes down, and the Brockton Rox go up.
Yeah. And here comes Gabby Cruz up again. Already 3 for 3, trying to get his 4th hit of the game. So just like that, the Rox have 8 hits. Silver Knights still stuck at 3 in the bottom of the 7th. The runner heads for second. The pitcher throws over, and he will be safe. The ball is dropped. Denorfio gets to second base, and the Brockton Rox have another man in scoring position.
Man, I love the aggressive play by Coach Andy Terrio right now and the awareness by these base runners. I mean, they're on their toes, and they're taking advantage of any opportunity they see, and the Silver Knights just they can't make the plays right now to stop this aggressive play. And the Rox, I mean, they're going to continue to try to push it. He's going to try to get another run here on the board.
He just couldn't hold on to the ball over there at second base. It would have been a really close call if he did. But another man in scoring position with one out in a huge situation for Cruz. He swings at that one. The pitcher goes to get it. He's going to have to throw to first pretty fast, and he does. I don't think he was expecting that much speed over there from the catcher, Gabby Cruz, to get out number 2.
Yeah, and he was hustling down there. That's a good job by Cruz. You never know what can happen.
Usually catchers don't have too much speed, but Gabby Cruz, lots of speed. He's already been on base 3 times, almost a 4th time there. He got rid of that ball pretty fast, as they're going to intentionally walk Gabe Gio, so they don't want to have anything to do with him.
Yeah, and I think more importantly, they want to have the ability to get an out at third.
Base.
So, yeah, any base.
So Gioso's been on twice, a hit by pitch and an intentional walk. No, was he what he was expecting?
Laughlin 1 for 2 too, so it does have a. I think we have a pinch hit. I think that's Andrew Mara.
Yeah, from Georgetown, the sophomore. His hometown's in Barrington, Rhode Island. So Andrew Mara got men on first and second with 2 outs. His walk-up music plays as the sophomore steps up.
Yeah, so Mara comes in batting .232 on the season with 1 homer and 11 RBIs.
It will be D'Onofrio at second, Gioso at first. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Brockton Rox lead the Silver Knights 1-0 as the pinch hitter steps in. Gets his signs from his catcher. Here's the first pitch to Mara. Down low for ball 1.
Yeah, wait for your pitch here if you're Mara, as Welch has not thrown as many strikes as it was with Harrington, so try to get a fastball up in the zone to drive.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Nice stop again. Alex Lane, Gabby Cruz, both. So one more warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, you got number 31 for the Silver Knights, which is Jack Pulaski out of UMass Amherst.
So see if he can get in this inning, or if he gets out of it here. 2-0 pitch in there for a low strike.
I mean that it was right up a little bit above the waist inside. Looked like not the pitch Mara wants.
It's definitely a close one to take. But 2-0, you want to wait for a better pitch if you got one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch to Mara. Fastball. He keeps missing with the fastball. His command's a little iffy right now. It's 3-1.
And Alex Lane, the catcher for the Knights, trying to calm down Welch a little bit. Trying to tell him just take a breath and let's focus on the batter here.
We got a hitter's count now. Brockton Rox are trying to open up this game a little bit here. And here comes the pitch. Here's the swing. Foul ball. Thank God for that net, or we would have had a ball in the booth up here.
Yeah, and I'm still hoping for one. Just to see, what happens. See if I can make the grab, see if it breaks something.
Hold the computer.
Yeah. Just want to see what happens.
Well, the count's now full. We got 1 ball up here last year. It's kind of scary. That ball came flying in here. I wasn't expecting it. Here's the 3-2 pitch. The runners are off, and that's going to be fouled. So obviously with guys on first and second, the runners will be going again.
I can't imagine. Back in the day when they played baseball, they probably didn't have the netting behind home plate, right?
Yeah, a long time ago, probably not. In MLB stadiums, they extend the net way past the dugouts.
Yeah, they need to take it down the line a little bit because,
half of these people aren't paying attention, texting on their phones, and just like that, a ball comes flying at you. The runners are off again. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to first base. He's going to take it himself, and that's going to be out number 3, but not before the Brockton Rox get their first run across the scoreboard. Mitch D'Onofrio, RBI single. It's 1-0 Brockton. We head to the 8th.
All right, Joe, see you back again on the third base line with more friends. Just as a good guy here, you've got a lot of friends so far. I'm pretty impressed. Thank you very much, Stuart. And it's time for everybody's favorite game. Did that? All right, can I go over the rules real quick? I will be counting to 10. After I count to 10 and I say go, you guys are going to run as fast as you can. But before that, you're going to spin as fast as you can. Are we ready? Take those. Take the position. Get ready. Here we go. And ready, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, go! Oh, we got one out. Hey, someone's got it. Give it up for everybody. Safety to play right field for the Rox is number 9, Anthony Ball. Brockton is number 4 as a catcher.
Back here now, Campanelli Stadium in Brockton, Mass. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for the Silver Knights. Looks like it's going to be number 4. Yeah, it's going to be number 4.
Number 4, Jack Arend out of Bates.
Oh, Jack Aaron. He actually played for the Brockton Rox last season. Yeah, he caught for the Rox last season. Pretty good player. Really small for a catcher.
Yeah, so obviously J.P. Mara is going to replace O'Loughlin over in right field. Looks like Griffin Gilbert. Looks like I got the name. Yeah, so actually, yeah, so it is Jack. It is Arend, like you said.
From Newfields, New Hampshire. And plays college ball at Bates College. So back to face his former team. And looking to tie this game up with a home run. Or just get on base any way he can. It counts 2-1 to Aaron. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, swinging at. The left fielder really doesn't have to move too much over there in left field. And just like that, an easy out for Cam Thompson. One man retired here in the 8th. Now it'll be a Luis Atiles has a hit in the game. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout.
Well, only 3 hits for the Silver Knights right now through 7 1/3. So, I mean, they're hoping to get something going.
Seems like they've been stuck at 3 hits for hours now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I was going to say the last one might have been Atiles, but it was actually Sandstorm's second hit.
Yeah, Atiles has 1, Sandstorm has 2. Sandstorm has 2. A double and a single, but that's it so far. Here comes the pitch, missing high and outside. So now the Silver Knights, they're down to their final 5 outs. Still 1-0 score after that D'Onofrio RBI. That looks good on the outside corner, and it is. Nice spot right there. As the count goes to 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 in the dirt. Another nice stop by the catcher.
I'm trying to get him to chase that breaking ball in the dirt that he got 1 strikeout last inning on.
Yeah, it worked last inning. That's a good pitch with 2 strikes again. See what he throws here. That's going to be a fastball. Watch out over there in the last row for a foul.
It's going to be interesting to see if they do get out of here unscathed, who's going to come in for the 9th, either Levangie or Langen. You got to believe both of them with multiple saves.
Here's the 2-2 once again. That ball's high. Cam Thompson again in left field. He keeps going back towards the track, and he makes the catch.
Wow.
I
almost just jinxed him. talking about the save opportunity before.
Before the save.
Yeah, before the save opportunity.
That ball kept carrying and carrying as the night gets closer. The wind just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. And that ball was at the warning track, close to a tie game. But a nice catch over there in left field. As you see the nice camera work here. 2 outs in the 8th inning.
Yeah, it ends up just being a really long out.
Just trying to get the 1-2-3. It's up to Ben Irvine now.
Sure, Jack Rose trying to get back his, get his blood pressure a little down after seeing that fly ball keep sailing.
He swings at the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to second. He bobbles it. And that's going to go down as an error for Eddie Hart. Unusual for him. And with 2 outs, the Silver Knights have a little bit of life.
Yeah, definitely not what you come to expect from Eddie Hart there. Just, I guess, tried to throw it before he had it and ends up coming up with the error. And so now they got a base runner in the top of the 8th.
Getting a little too excited to go back to the dugout. As you can see here on the replay. Had it in his glove and then just bobbles it and drops it. And the speed over there just too much. So with 2 outs, a runner on first base. It's the top of the order. Kyle Sandstrom trying to get his 3rd hit of the game. Here comes the pitch. Looked good, but it wasn't. That's ball 1. Sandstrom 2 for 3 with a double and a single and a flyout. The lefty, the left fielder, the lefty against the lefty. Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the corner for a strike.
Yeah, definitely weird. The release of Jack Rose for the lefty, definitely hard to see the ball coming out of there. A lot more difficult to pick that up.
This will be the 30th pitch for Rose. Takes a quick glance at first base. And he's going to throw to first base. Not in time, not even close. Just keeping him close over there at first. So trying to make him the last out here as we approach 8:50 on a Tuesday night here in July. Looked over again. This time he's going to throw it. And that's going to be a breaking ball for strike 2.
Yeah, nice pitch there by Rose, and good job keeping the runner over honest at first, because you don't want to get him in scoring position, especially with Sandstrom up with the 2 hits.
Yeah, he's been dangerous so far. And if you want anyone up, the way he's been swinging the bat, I'd pick him. Let's see what he does here with the ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, the runner on first. The runner on first goes for second. It's not going to matter. That's strike 3. Looked like a check swing, a little half swing there, but either way, that's going to be out number 3. And the Silver Knights are down to their final 3 outs as we go to the bottom of the 8th. All about the pitching tonight. It's been a good game.
Yeah, and Rose goes back to that breaking ball to get that strikeout again, to get his 3rd strikeout. And his night might be over. We don't know. I mean, seems like they're trying to work him in that reliever role, that long reliever role. So probably going to get the closer. Your guy Langan.
He's from my town.
He's got 4 saves.
He's been a little wild at times, but let's see if they actually bring him in for the 9th. But the Brockton Rox trying to add some insurance runs now in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, to this point, I mean, the Rox pitching, Svanson and Rose is jogging out. So, yeah, his night's going to be done.
He did his job.
Yeah, to this point, 8 shutout innings with only 4 hits, and they have 11 strikeouts.
Yeah, 11. They've all been really good. Even the pitching for the Silver Knights, you can't ask for much more. I mean, 3 hits, you don't win a game usually when you only have 3 hits.
No, and, I mean, still, right? I mean, obviously the 1-run game.
Yeah, 1-run game. Looks like a new pitcher for the Silver Knights. And it will be a new pitch. It's going to be a lefty, number 31.
Yeah, the one he was warming up in the bullpen, Jack Pulaski out of UMass Amherst.
So he's just trying to keep the Brockton Rox bats quiet here in the bottom of the 8th. A local kid, Lexington, Massachusetts. He, like you said, UMass Amherst.
Yeah, so Lexington, Massachusetts, sophomore at UMass. And Pulaski comes into the game, 7 appearances on the season, 6.1 innings pitched. He has 2 walks and 6 strikeouts with a 9.94 ERA.
Looks like some cornhole going on over there in the bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, I've asked a few of these guys before the game, and when I was with Svanson, what they do in the bullpen. They said they just heckle the left fielder, but they do play cornhole.
Might as well heckle him, especially when a ball is coming that way.
Yeah, I know. I'd be doing that.
So the UMass kid now steps in on the mound. The first pitch, the second pitch, he swings at into right field. First pitch was a ball, but that's going to be an easy out in the bottom of the 8th. 2 quick pitches right away. He got rid of that one fast.
Yeah, works quick, and I mean, the Rox obviously looking for a insurance run here for the 9th.
So it's going to be Anthony Calarco now. As Calarco steps in. As that one looks like it hit his jersey, and it did. So not too hurt right there. Calarco barely hit him. But either way, Mike Sabatine now steps in with a runner on first and 1 out.
Yeah, and Gioso not a huge threat at first to steal a base. Not slow by any stretch of the word, but he's not one of the guys they're going to send.
Calarco. Oh, yeah, Calarco at first.
Calarco's
at first.
Calarco.
Yeah.
They look exactly alike.
Yeah, they do look
alike. They
alike,
look exactly alike.
Yeah, when I first saw them, I thought they really do.
We were talking about that last night. Actually, I believe Rob called him the Gabe Gioso clone.
Yeah, I was thinking that when I was doing a game. They look real similar. No balls and 2 strikes now to Sabatine. Sabatine's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Runner on first base, I'd be careful. That pitch looked good. Don't know what he was looking at there. That's going to be strike 3. I mean, looked like it was right on the corner. Not too much to complain about. Either way, that's out number 2.
Yeah, quick work from Pulaski to Sabatine. Just sits him right down on 3 pitches.
See on the replay there, looked pretty good right down the middle. Takes a look back at the umpire like he had 2 heads, but
listen, he's had a pretty wide strike zone tonight, from side to side, so you can't be looking at that pitch, especially in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Nice stop there by the catcher, the new catcher, Jack Aaron. So Spencer Smith, he's 1 for 3, scored a run in this game. Singled his last time up, and the bottom of the 8th here as this game moves pretty fast. Silver Knights, it's going to be the last time they get up. That's what the Rox' hope is. The way they've been swinging the bat, only 4 hits right now. I mean, not too many good things going on for the Silver Knights here tonight.
But they will have an opportunity in one swing of the bat.
Could be a tie game.
I mean, as we are right now. Hopefully I jinx the Rox and they get a few more runs here in the 8th.
As they get the runner on first to go to second base, and just like that, the aggressive base running continues for the Brockton Rox, but it doesn't go in their favor this time. That's going to be the end of 8. We'll be right back for the 9th inning as the Rox look for 3 more outs. Back here in Brockton now, we have reached the 9th inning as Jack Rose is still in the ball game. 31 pitches so far, but Owen Langen, he's warming up in the Rox bullpen. All they need is 3 outs. See if Rose can do it here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little surprised they're not going to Langen for the save opportunity here, but Coach Andy Terrio must like the way Rose is throwing it and be confident that he can finish it off.
He's been throwing the ball good so far as Connor Blandini, Mike LaRocca, and Dylan Jones might be the last chance the Silver Knights have here tonight. 4 hits, no runs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swings at that one, foul. As 5 or 6, 7, 8, the kids just keep on running after that baseball. A lot of lucky souvenirs here tonight. As the Brockton Rox are looking for another victory. 1-2, here's the pitch. Look good. But the count's now 2-2 after the fastball just misses. So Blandini's been on base once with a walk. Here's the pitch, a curveball that doesn't quite curve. 3-2, this is where you better be careful now. So really a big pitch. You cannot afford to walk the leadoff guy in Blandini.
Yeah, you definitely don't want a base runner here in the 9th, especially with no outs. And what do you think if he walks or lets up a hit? You think he's going to go to Langen?
I think it might be the end for him, unfortunately. I mean,
it looks like he's got 1 foot above the step just in case.
And there's the 3-2 pitch, strike 3. Right on the inside corner. That was close. Blandini drops his bat thinking it was ball 4, but it was not. And that's the way to start the 9th.
Wasn't close. Might have been a little bit too inside, but I mean, he's like I said, the strike zone has been wide tonight. You gotta swing the bat. They've called a lot of strikes.
There on the replay, looked like it was just at his knees. Very close pitch, but a close pitch to take, especially in the 9th inning. And now it's Mike LaRocca's turn as the Silver Knights are down to their final 2 outs. Lefty on lefty matchup. As that one missed, pretty similar to the last one. LaRocca is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts swinging at both. 1-0, here's the pitch. Missed again for ball 2. Once again, thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Justin Miller alongside Nick Capaccioni. Brockton Rox lead this one 1-0 in the 9th.
Yeah, and we've had 30 to 40 something viewers the whole night on Facebook, and well, thank you guys for joining us. And you guys are in for a treat tonight, probably unexpected. You get Bridgewater Community Access Television in here doing a great job with their camera work and just doing a great job overall. I mean, it's a great product here that they put on the television.
As it's 3-0 now, here's the pitch, and that's going to miss. You better hurry and get that ball before he goes to second. But the Silver Knights have some more life now. A runner on first with 1 out. Mike LaRocca is on for the first time in this one. Let's see if they stick with a pitcher or if they go to Owen Langen.
It's almost like Coach Andy Terrio sitting there wondering if he wants to or not.
And here he comes.
Yeah, and Langen's warm. You saw him walk off the mound in the bullpen. He's warm over there. He's ready to go. And
I think it's the right decision if you do go to him. I mean
that's his role. I mean, I think he has that established here at this part of the season. 4 saves. He's done a great job this season in that situation. I mean, I think Coach Andy Terrio found something out though about Jack Rose tonight.
Yeah, Jack Rose, heck of a performance here tonight. I mean, but Owen Langen, he has a lot of saves this year. Plays his college ball at Northeastern. He's from my town, actually, so it's fun to see him here tonight. Easton, Massachusetts, and Owen Langen trying to get the job done. All he needs is 2 outs.
Yeah, and I mean, he's the guy to do it. He's the guy they've called on all season to do it, as he's got 10.1 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts and 4 saves, posting a 3.48 ERA.
It'd be pretty funny if he just needed 1 pitch, get the double play, and get out of here.
Yeah, that would be nice. I think that's that's probably what he's hoping for.
He throws pretty hard, not the biggest guy, not the tallest guy. I actually played baseball with his brother growing up, which is pretty funny.
In Easton?
Yeah. We played Little League growing up. His brother's actually a really good catcher.
So Langen's had someone to throw to his whole life at playing catcher.
And now all he needs is 2 outs. He throws pretty hard, trying to get the job done, trying to keep the Brockton Rox in first place, and trying to give the Silver Knights their 6th straight loss.
Yeah, let's give some more credit. Let's give some credit to Jack Rose. 2 1/3 pitched. He had the 3 strikeouts, only 1 hit.
Yeah, impressive performance.
No runs given up in those few innings. So good job there by Jack Rose. I think he's going to configure into the bullpen situation. I mean, he's a lefty. It can be a lefty specialist. Come out of the mound, give you a batter or a few innings. I think he's proved that a little bit here tonight.
You got to be careful, though. I mean, Dylan Jones is up. He hasn't had a great night tonight. He's 0 for 3, but you could say he's due.
So while we have a quick second, I'm just going to check out the scores around the league right now. The Pittsfield Suns lead the Bristol Blues. They win 8-0. So barring a win here, the Rox would jump to second, but they'll stay in first if they get the victory. And the North Shore Navigators are beating the Westfield Starfires in the top of the 9th, 10-4. So it looks like the Navigators are going to get that win.
So your scores from around the league. As we're in the 9th, it's 1-0. Dylan Jones, big spot here with a man on first and 1 out. Owen Langen, the new pitcher. His first pitch misses down low for a ball. Kind of kicked the dirt after that first pitch. So it'll be Jones. Jared Dupierre waits on deck, the right fielder. See if he gets up. Here comes the 1-0. Jones swings. That ball is carrying. The left fielder goes back. That's going to go off the wall. The left fielder better get it in quick, and he does. And Dylan Jones welcomes Owen Langen into this game with a double. It's 2nd and 3rd with 1 out.
Yeah, and I mean, good piece of hitting there. He got a ball to drive, and he took advantage of it, and 1 hops to the wall. And now, just like that, the go-ahead runs at second, and the tying run is just 90 feet away at third.
Wow, Jones smoked that ball. And an intentional walk is issued to the right fielder for the Silver Knights.
So maybe Owen Langen, I mean, he's the closer. He just maybe wanted it to be a little more interesting here.
Yeah.
Because it just got a whole lot more interesting for the Rox.
Well, get us on the edge of our seats up here. Ben Cowles now has the bases loaded in the 9th inning with 1 out. That happened pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to make some pitches now. Nowhere to put anybody.
So Ben Cowles, huge spot. He's 0 for 3. Here comes the pitch from Langen in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher. You got to be careful here in the 9th.
Yeah, can't have a pass ball. And obviously we've seen a few pass balls tonight, but it hasn't been when people have been on base. So Gabby Cruz has done a good job behind home plate protecting there.
Langen trying to hold on for the Rox victory. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Inside corner, he calls it a strike. Very close pitch, could have gone either way.
I mean, from what I thought that was a pretty favorable call from home plate umpire Matthew Gaetain. But, I mean, we'll take it.
So Cowles has struck out twice. Langen trying to make it a 3rd time. Here comes the pitch. A swing, and he was way behind that one. That's a big strike, too. Had some heat on that fastball.
That was a big pitch here. See if Langen can get this strikeout.
Cam Thompson's been very busy over there in left field tonight. After that double by Jones, but now a 1-2 count with 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Up high for ball 2. You can hear the oohs and ahs by the fans.
Yeah, hoping to get him to chase on that high fastball again, and he just wasn't going to chase that one.
So he gets his signs. Here's the 2-2 in the dirt for ball 3. So you want to talk about a big pitch? We got a big pitch right here with the bases loaded, 3-2 with 1 out. Top of the 9th from Campanelli Stadium.
Yeah, I mean, I feel my blood pressure rising right now. So
yeah, mine is too.
I can imagine where Langens is.
The Northeastern guy against the Maryland guy. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and that's going to miss for ball 4. So either way, he can slow down. This game is now tied up. That pitch looked pretty close. But the Silver Knights get their first run across the scoreboard in the 9th inning, and this game's all tied up.
Yeah, that's a tough way to let this run come in, as Langen's trying to kind of regroup himself, walking around the mound a little bit. Gonna take a few deep breaths if I'm him.
A little wild there. I mean, that hit by Dylan Jones was huge.
He needs to just understand now, and I mean, now next batter, you got to understand, you got one out. There's still another runner there. You have the lineup coming up in the bottom of the 9th. You just have to regroup and get these last 2 outs.
And that one was close, but it's missed for a ball, and it's going to be Jack Aaron. He pinch hit last time, but now it's his second chance. The former Rox player from last season gets a chance for a huge at-bat here. That one catches the corner for a strike. Could have been called either way again. Very close pitches here by Langen.
Yeah, and there's the info right there on the screen. Played for the Rox last season, so chance to get at his former team.
Langen looks, and here's the pitch. Outside and high for ball 2. The infield is playing in for the Rox. Looks like the first baseman kind of switched his helmet over there. Maybe it was falling off or something.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on Langen, you need a strike here. I don't mean to keep putting urgency on these pitches, but I mean, every pitch matters here, and you do not want to go down 3-0.
He gets a strike there, but that's going to be a base hit. Jack Aaron into right field. 1 run scores. Here comes a second run. Here comes the third run. Jack Aaron's at second base, and that's going to be 3 runs scored. Jack Aaron, the former Brockton Rox player, with the biggest hit of the game. It's 4-1 Silver Knights.
Yeah, and what can you say? Just like that, Jack Aaron delivers in a big spot, and it's going to go down. It's going to end up being a blown save, and right now he's on the hook for the loss. Owen Langen.
Wow. Unbelievable. A hit by Jack Aaron haunts his former team to bring home 3. And just like that, it's 4-1 here in the 9th.
I mean, the air that was in here is gone right now. I mean, that now, like you said, now a 3-run deficit for the Rox. And still a little more work that could be done with a runner on second.
As the breaking ball is in there for a strike. Still 1 out. Luis Atila is the batter now. Unfortunate series of events for the Brockton Rox here when it looks like they had the game won, but now in the 9th inning they've put 4 across.
Yeah, looks like William Gallagher, who was warming up in the bullpen a little earlier, he's back up in the pen.
See if he has to come in this game. Not what they wanted. It's been an exciting game, though, now. 4-1. Brockton Rox going to have to do some work in the bottom half of the inning. That ball's hit pretty hard. The left fielder, who's been very busy, comes in, makes the catch. Cam Thompson, another out recorded. That's going to be out number 2. As Atilis is retired once again.
I'm shocked right now.
Yeah, I thought the Rox had this game. I mean, anything can happen in baseball, and in the blink of an eye, you look at the scoreboard, and it's 4-1.
It was just so surprising because the pitching was so good. I just thought that it was going to keep going like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at any time, things can change, and boy, have they changed here in the top of the 9th.
Another guy, I mean, he's in scoring position, trying to get another run across the scoreboard for the Silver Knights, trying to snap their losing streak. The crowd's gone kind of quiet here. Righty on lefty matchup. Langen steps off as Irvine's trying to get his first hit. Here's the pitch. He swings at that one. Low pitch for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs to the center fielder. So Langen hoping this can be his last pitch. Trying to get Irvine to swing at something here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be low in the dirt. Gets past the catcher. The runner stays put at second base. Silver Knights were they were sitting down for a while in their dugout. Now they're all on the edge of it. Nobody's sitting down over there really anymore. With the ball and 2 strikes and the Silver Knights lead.
Yeah, I mean, brought the energy back to them as they went 8 innings with nothing to go. I mean, only had 4 hits up to that point and no runs.
Yeah, and just like that, they've hit the ball well here in the 9th.
Just a rough inning for Owen Langen.
Yeah, comes in, looks kind of wild really right now. Gets him to swing at that one for a foul ball. I mean, the Rox, they started this year off. At one point, they were 11-5. They've been a little kind of back and forth, wins, losses. Still in first place at the moment.
Yeah, they're 5-5 over their last 10. So
pretty average.
They've been good at home this year, though. They've been really, a lot better at home than they've been on the road.
And that's obviously important. If you keep on doing good, you'll be home. In the playoffs, you'll get the home field advantage. Still a long season to go. Goes by pretty fast, almost at the All-Star break. Count still 2-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Langen, the curveball that missed high for ball 3.
Yeah, it just didn't break there for Langen, and that's kind of what it's been like here in the 9th for him. The important pitch here, though. Try to get out of here with a 3-run deficit and hope that your lineup can help you out.
That wasn't even close. That's going to be ball 4. The runner heads for third base. I think they might want to take him out of the game. Let's see what Coach Terrio decides to do with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Langen really just struggling right now. The top of the order's up again. It's Kyle Sandstrom, his 5th time today. As Coach Terrio has a decision to make, and it looks like he's going to let Langen stay in there.
And see if he can fight through some adversity.
I mean, you never know. The Rox still got a bat in the bottom of the 9th, but you don't want it to get any larger than a 4-1 lead.
Good fastball there by Langen. Been pretty wild, but there's a good one there. Blows it past Sandstrom. It was 2 for 4 tonight.
So the 0-1 pitch from Langen. Missing high. He's missed high a lot in this inning. Already 25 pitches. He just doesn't really look too comfortable up there.
That's the thing about closing baseball games. It's such a thin area for error, and you struggle a little bit, and it can go haywire pretty quick.
You can't make a lot of mistakes. That's why it's so important to have a good closer in baseball.
Just ask the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah. I mean, even Craig Kimbrell last year, he was pretty good, but he made me nervous half the time.
Yeah, I picked my fingers and bit my fingernails a lot with him on the mound.
And there's strike 3 as Langen trips on the mound. Silver Knights get 4 runs across the scoreboard. The Brockton Rox trying to win the game here in the bottom of the 9th. They're going to need 3 to tie and 4 to win. It's going to be tough. See if they can do it. But not what Owen Langen wanted as he comes out of the game and into the Rox dugout. Bottom of the 9th, the Silver Knights have someone warming up in the bullpen. You got to assume it's their closer. And see if he's coming into the game.
That's going to be Manny Ray out of Tufts, number 19.
Manny Ray still in the bullpen. And let's see if they call for him. Right now, it's the same pitcher. Looks like Manny Ray is going to continue to throw the baseball in the bullpen.
Yeah, and I mean, they haven't had many save opportunities this season. Maybe they have, but I mean, as a bullpen, they have only 3 saves on the season, and they're scattered between 3 different people.
I mean, either way, you just need to get 3 outs and see really who the best decision, who your best closer is. It's still kind of early in the season. The Silver Knights haven't won too many games, but they must trust him right here and try to get the final 3 outs.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably just going to stay with Pulaski. Came in and pitched that last inning, got the outs on 8 pitches.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job for when he's been in so far.
I mean, but the thing about it is he had a long wait right there. That was a long half inning for a reliever too. I mean,
you never know. Yeah, you could wait a long time, and then you might not be as good when you come in again.
We'll have to see.
But it will be Pulaski for the bottom half of the 9th inning here.
As you see some kids, some fans enjoying the company of KO.
Brockton Rox scored 1 in the 7th, and then the Silver Knights come storming back with 4 in the 9th. Like you said, Jack Pulaski's only thrown 8 pitches, 3 for balls, 5 for strikes. So Pulaski trying to close things out here. Spencer Smith leads things off, followed by Eddie Hart and Mitch D'Onofrio. Spencer Smith, the shortstop, has a single already, trying to get on base for a second time.
Yeah, and I mean, you gotta like where you're at for the Rox. I mean, granted the situation, but you gotta, and the positive you can take from it. You got Spencer Smith and Eddie Hart, 2 speedsters up here, and then you got some power. So you get these guys on, you got a chance.
I mean, if you get on base with these two, you never know what can happen.
Exactly, and they got the power, like I said. So I mean, you get 2 guys on with one of those big guys coming up. One swing of the bat could change the game.
And just like that, the first 2 pitches were both balls down low. So 2-0, and you got to be patient, especially in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Absolutely. And like I said, that half inning could have something to do with Pulaski. We don't know. He hasn't had too many appearances this season as he throws one over there, but that definitely can affect the pitcher.
Well, all 3 pitches have been low, that last one being a strike.
And it was close, too. It could have probably gone either way.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch, swinging at. Ground ball to the second baseman, has plenty of time, throws to first, and that's going to be out number 1. Brockton Rox are down to their final 2 outs. So it's going to be Eddie Hart, the second baseman. He's had a tough day, had a tough night too. 0 for 4. Just trying to keep the Brockton Rox hopes alive.
He's had some clutch moments this season, though. He's had 2 walk-off hits this year. So
you never know. But the Rox have a lot of work left to do. Takes the fastball in there for strike 1.
I'm just trying to create some positive scenarios here, Justin. Stop shutting them down on me.
I mean, you never know. You get 2 guys on base, 3-run home run. Guess what? We're going to the 10th. And then he swings at that. Center fielder's coming in. He comes in running a lot to get to that baseball, and that's going to be quick and easy. Out number 2, so 2 fast outs.
And they're down to the last out here.
Mitch D'Onofrio, he has the Rox' only RBI in this game. It's all up to Mitch D'Onofrio now. Takes that one high for a ball. Jack Pulaski looking to finish this thing off. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Strike right down the middle, 1-1. So both teams, well, they were on the edge of their seats, the Silver Knights, now sitting down. That's a strike. Brockton Rox down to their final out, down to their final strike. Could this be the last pitch of the ball game? Jack Pulaski gets his signs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And the umpire does not call that a strike 3. D'Onofrio thought it was. Very close pitch. It's now 2-2. I thought that was the end of things there.
Yeah, it was definitely a close pitch there. But Pulaski not getting the call.
Well, D'Onofrio gets another chance. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And another close pitch. Looked like it was almost on the outside corner. It's going to be ball 3.
A little outside. Alex Lane doing a good job there, trying to bring it back in and get that call.
So here's another one more time. Now the 3-2. Foul ball, staying alive. That was the 20th pitch from Pulaski. hoping he only needs one more to finish this thing off. So here it comes, the 3-2, and that's going to miss high for ball 4. The ball pops out of Jack Aaron's glove, and the Brockton Rox have life with him in on first base.
Yep, and it's not over just yet.
And it's Gabby Cruz's turn. It's 3 for 4 with 3 singles. You never know.
It's not over till it's over.
So it's Gabby Cruz, Gabe Gioso on deck with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch, up high for ball 1. As Christian Vasquez hit a home run to make it 8-2 Red Sox in the 7th inning over the Blue Jays.
Good sign there.
Here's the pitch down the middle for strike 1 as the Brockton Rox would like a home run.
Yeah, out of their catcher too.
Oh, yeah. That'd be something else. Small lead at first base for D'Onofrio. Here's the 1-1 to Cruz, and he swings at that one, strike 2, and once again the Rox are down to their final strike.
Yeah, and Cruz was looking to make this a 1-run game with that swing.
Could this be the last pitch? 4-1 is the lead for the Silver Knights with 2 outs in the 9th. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball, look close. The Silver Knights can't jump out of their dugout just yet. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. They're making Pulaski work. Here it comes, and that's strike 3. Gabby Cruz swings, strike 3, and the Silver Knights take this one. 4-1 your final score over the Brockton Rox. Pretty good game tonight. Unfortunate that Brockton couldn't hold on. The Silver Knights win 4-1. Brockton out hits Nashua 8-6. Nashua with 1 error on the night, and really just an unfortunate loss for the Brockton Rox here tonight.
I mean, yeah, an unfortunate loss. I mean, you did what you had to do up to the 9th. Your 2 pitchers, Svanson and Jack Rose, did what they could do, and just got the blown save by Owen Langen.
Yeah, unfortunately, Owen just came in, and he didn't look like himself up there, but we'll be back here again soon. The Silver Knights are now 13-15 with the win. Brockton drops to 16-12. Once again, thanks for joining us here on this nice night from Campanelli Stadium. I'm Justin Miller alongside Nick Capiccioni. We'll see you again soon.